Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a Wednesday night, and we got a double up for everybody out there. Here at the Wrestling for Life Network, we got WWE NXT plus AEW Dynamite tonight, 1v1. It's going to be a fun one. What show are you watching? How you feeling about it? Jam-packed night, folks. Me and that pretty face got you. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We're live back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we are the channel that just watches more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Happy to be back at it again. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and now we're into Wednesday. We've capped it off, put it in the books, and we got NXT tonight from the 2300 Arena, plus AEW Dynamite. So much going on, so much to talk about. Get in that chat, click all the buttons, folks. But I will take a second to remind everybody out there, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, I'm not normally here on Wednesday night, so hi, everybody. But also, too, as well, we get NXT from the 2300 Arena, and we get, NXT from days gone past and everything with Adam Cole versus Malachi Black on AEW as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Crazy night. I mean, again, a lot of times we talk about here on this channel, man, it's a lot of good stuff going on. And as wrestling fans, I think we're spoiled. And I think sometimes we lean towards the negativity of it all. I think there's a lot of good happening. I mean, this is a crazy night. Two companies going head to head. The Hurt Business, Hurt Syndicate on one show. Like you said, the old homage to NXT. Plus, we're going back to ECW all in one night. How much more could you want as a wrestling fan, Nick? Should be a fun one here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It reminds me of the days gone by and everything of when you're flipping through between, TNT for Nitro and USA for Raw and everything like that, back and forth. Of literally, we're going back to the, Wednesday Night Wars like we had before NXT moves to Tuesdays.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, again, two jam-packed cards tonight. We got lots going on from both of these shows. We will see what they have in store for us, but a lot going on in the wrestling world as always, folks. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Get in there. We are this close to 6K. So if you can hear my voice and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We want to get to that 6K, and we're right there, folks. So be a friend, tell a friend, share our link everywhere you talk wrestling. We want to see it pack up. But yeah, there's a poll up already right now, Nick. It says 83 people are leaning towards NXT as far as what they're excited about tonight.
Well, and this is, I know you and I have talked about this, and normally this is not the Dynamite, the AEW norm of normally if NXT is doing a big show, like going to the 2300 Arena, huge show, Bubba Ray Dudley's on it, RVD, all the ECW nostalgia feels, normally AEW responds to that. AEW staying its course and just kind of, this is what we've been doing, so we're going to just stay with it and try and put some more time into it. I actually appreciate that. I think AEW needs a little bit of, it's due a bit of, we're not jumping to, we're going to springboard book shit just to counter it.
Yeah, 100%, man. And I think there's, I'm torn. The guy that likes the chaos, I want to see the wars. I want to see the nitpicky. I want to see a TK Twitter meltdown later tonight. I want to see it all. I really want to see it. I've already saw the Meltzer excuses. On the other hand, you're right. I mean, we've talked a lot about stay in your own lane. Do you, boo-boo. Don't worry about the other side. Just be who you are. Be the alternative that you were supposed to be. So, yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, the card overall is not bad. I mean, anytime you're putting Learning Tree in the middle of your show, you got a problem. But at the end of the day, yeah, maybe it's best for business.
Well, and I'm starting to like some things in AEW. I'm still not saying it's not without its faults, but like the Hurt Syndicate coming back and everything like that. I really like what they've kind of done with that. The John Moxley Death Riders now, I guess is their name.
Is that what they're calling them?
That I know what Moxley's at least trademarked that name. I don't know if they've officially used it and everything, but it feels like they're not the BCC anymore. So I mean that fits with John Moxley.
Yeah, they hadn't really explained that too far ahead. at this point.
Right.
So, interesting.
But there's some stuff like that I like in AEW right now. Granted, there's still some stuff that's really kind of, not so great and everything. But yeah, so I at least like that they're trying to more stay the lane, stay the course of rather than get caught into it. Because how many times are you going to keep getting punched in the jaw, before you realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't stand up for this one. He's just going to hit me in the face again.
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, in a big way, like you wonder, are we just playing the game for the sake of it? We've taken big swings in the past. It hasn't really changed anything for us. We haven't really proven any points. Maybe if we just do us and we'll see. I mean, maybe, wherever the cards fall, maybe they come out on the positive side of it. I mean, it's going to be a very interesting overall total to see what people are looking at come the ratings at the end of all this.
Right. Well, speaking of what people are looking at, do you want to speak about what people are looking at in that little box beneath me there? Because even I was a little surprised.
Let's go to the chat as Wrestling Crowd, first one in tonight, feeling the ECW vibes. Oh, yeah, man. Booker T, ready to go. Hey, KJ and Nick. And Anthony, tonight is going to be special. Can't wait to spend it with my 3 favorite YouTubers. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you being here. We love the comments, and we appreciate the love all day long. Speaking of that, I love this one. Bacon Club is back on Sunday. Become a member and join us. As you can see on the screen below us, folks, the Bacon Club will return. Members only stream this Sunday, 1:30 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. We just jump on and it's no holds barred Q&A with your favorite host from the channel. So I'm looking forward to it, Nick.
Oh, trust me, that's what I was talking about before with the little box beneath us and everything, because I saw you pull that up, and I was like, okay, this man's Macaulay Culkin out here. Me and Anthony, the wet bandits out here. Right? Home Alone, I guess.
Not bad, not bad. I'm glad it translates, but
oh no, yeah. I got it. That's why I was like, hey, my boy,
get on your knees.
Can I at least be the Paisan? Am I Joe Pesci, even though I think I'm taller than Anthony? I'll be the Paisan.
I'll let you two work that out. But you might be a little more than the other guy, though.
Yeah, Marv. KJ Culkin, I love it.
Harry, I'm coming up. But yeah, thank you so much, Scott. We appreciate it. We look forward to those streams. They're a lot of fun. Again, we kind of peel it back. Sometimes we talk wrestling, sometimes we talk sports, food, and everything else in between. We're just there to kind of hang out and shoot the breeze. So join us on Sunday, but members only. So if you're not a member, go be a member, get your badges, get your emojis, and get your own special streams. Ta-da! Right,
100%. Well, on our, on the wrestling streams, we give you our blunt thoughts. On the, members only streams, we give you our blunted thoughts. So
right, there you 100%. Go. There you go. But Attack Pro Wrestling has announced that Nixon Newell, Tegan Knox, will return to the promotion on December 14th and 15th following her WWE release on Friday. So yeah, we figured some of these athletes would land on their feet. Good to see you, Monkers, by the way, but not surprised, Nick.
No, not at all. And I mean, good on her. I'm glad that I was always a fan of Tegan Knox. It kind of sucks that she had bad knees. And I know that wasn't the only issue, but still. But no, that she's still already able to get bookings right out of this and everything. Good on you. Like I'm waiting to hear the next Corbin booking or the next indie booking too.
100%. Like, I mean, again, it would be very interesting, and I think they're going to be fine. I know there's selective outrage out there, but for my money, I mean, at least she's going to get in that range. She's going to get to show up and show out a little bit. As I will remind everyone, we are about 6 minutes away. We're going to rapid fire through some of these names and some of these questions. Can't stop on them all. Don't forget, we have the super chat, super stickers, and we are going to get to that super chat. Don't worry, Spaz. But Clay, good to see you. Denisha, welcome back. Rocco, Isaac. Hey, Wrestling for Life Network. I'm going to school. Say hi to Camilla for us. Thank you. Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe, looking forward to this 10-woman match. Nick, this is going to be insane.
Oh, this is the Avengers Assemble. This is Survivor Series cometh early.
Yeah, it's crazy, and a lot of talk, and I think even a lot of the very hardened haters out there, I even think they've softened a little on like, yeah, look, that's a pretty stacked division. Let's be real.
Right.
C Money, welcome back. Valen, welcome back. Wednesday night knee pads on the loose, folks. Good to see you, MDB. Alexis, Erminus, welcome. Ermin, I added the is.
Ermin is Curry.
Alexis, welcome back. Jose, good to see you. Dawn, aka Smiley, what's up? 316, always feeling good. Elimination Chambers, welcome back. The Artist, I need a damn laugh tonight. Well, you came to the right place. as Spaz with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much.
Big love, Kigs. Okay. Big love, Nikki. Oh, we're going away from the names now. I made fun of the names, so we went away from the names. Some extra love for the dude, Tony. All my fellow IWCers in America, no matter which way yesterday went for you, it's all love. Hope you're all good or getting there. Fair enough. Absolutely appreciate that. And yes, again, if it wasn't obvious now, it sure as shit is. But, let's keep the political talks to, private stuff and everything like that. We're here to talk some wrestling. We got 2 shows to talk about.
Well, this is our escape from all the nonsense of the real world. No matter what's going on in your real life, no matter what's on the news, that's why you stop by here. We get to dive in and let our imaginations run wild for a little bit, Nick. So yeah, we never have, and we're not gonna start today. So thank you so much, Spaz. Another fellow Canadian with a good peaceful sentiment.
See, we're 100%. We're already international here, so we don't need to talk about all that stuff.
Right. Who else we got? Gilly, welcome back as always. Good to see you. Tony, welcome. Shane Douglas would be a trip if we got to see good old Shane.
They can all kiss my ass.
Right. AJ Jericho rant better than a Twitter meltdown. What's up, Jeff? Welcome back. Gilly, we got you. Casamo, welcome. Snailing along. Denisha, I think we got you. Stoner Jesus, may that blunt be with you.
I like it's a competition now between you and I. Who can do the may the blood first?
Bradley, welcome on in. Allah, welcome. Dale, OG in the house. Good to see you again, sir. Always a pleasure when you stop by. Phil, Nick, I don't know who else you got. We got about 2 minutes on the clock. I got
Philip. I got Matty, Mr. Marijuana. What up?
There you go.
Apparently, since I haven't been here on most Wednesdays, apparently I'm a brave man for giving AEW Dynamite a chance.
Well, I mean, he does have a safety net of an entire other show, Philip.
Fair enough. Well, so I haven't been as battle tested as you. I'm the newbie out here. Right. I'm the kid that just bought Call of Duty, and KJ's been the guy that's been playing it for fucking 30 years.
No, I mean, again, I wish I had an alternative show just to have in the background instead of losing my mind every Wednesday.
Well, that's what we are to, when they watch Dynamite. So there you go.
Thank you, Matty. Mr. Vitamins.
Right.
Anthony and Dun. Nick, we're going to try and sync 2 shows tonight.
Good God. Let's try and we can try and get 1. If we get 2, we're gods amongst men.
Right. Bill, good to see you. Cue up November Rain. I love it. That's a jam. Let's go.
Well, no, I will remember the original Triple OG ECW theme was White Zombie Thunderkiss 65.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I mean, it was the Wild West back then, especially with guys.
They didn't have any copyright rights. There was no Def Rebel shit. There was no Jimmy Hart. Just fuck it.
Yeah, nobody was chasing people down for copyrights. It wasn't like Suge Knight out there hanging everybody upside down. They were just like, fuck it, we're gonna do it.
Right.
So, but ladies and gentlemen, I will remind everybody out there, we are about 1 minute away from the start of 2 shows. We have both on our screens. We're going to do our best to watch both. But NXT live from the 2300 Arena, a stacked card for this one. AEW Dynamite tonight, another stacked card by their own right. Going to be a lot of fun, going to be a lot of interest. So make sure you strap on. Get in that chat, and let's see triple digits in this chat tonight.
Absolutely, 100%. We should have everybody that normally watches on Tuesdays and everybody that normally watches on Wednesdays. We can all meet together and say hi.
Now I got the start of AEW.
I don't. I have a mattress commercial and the end of Big Bang.
Okay, you let me know when they click to Shivani in the ring for you on that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're syncing up. You can try and do the same, as this is always a fun time for us.
I have then on WWE.
Okay, hold up on then.
I stopped at now. So I'm right at the beginning of now, and I'm still waiting for Shivani in the ring on AEW.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me see. I know the exciting
part of refresh.
Watch Raw. See what I got.
There we go.
I got
holding it now on NXT, and I have Shivani in the ring. I got Manchester, New Hampshire, just a 40-minute drive. Now?
Yes, forever.
Fine.
Catch me.
Forever. I got Forever and I got Shivani. I think this is the closest we're going to get it, folks.
Wait. Together now.
Now. Yes. There we go.
Here we go, folks. Show's kicking off on 2 screens. Nick and I are in simpatico, and we got MVP, and we got a video package on the other channel. Do your best to follow along. We take predictions on all the matches, and we want ratings out of 10 at the end of the night. So
right, but this is still dope as hell. So what they're doing on NXT, if they're doing kind of the old school, this is extreme.
Yeah. I tweeted this out earlier. I think this is unbelievable.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, I was still hoping for like the Thunder Kiss. I mean, Hunter, spring for a couple bucks. Do something strange for a little piece of change. But do we get a wise man show up, a Paul Heyman sighting?
I want it. And I know it kind of like it kind of
counters another story.
It doesn't really fit the story they're telling, but I kind of don't care. Is that wrong? Do I give him a mulligan because
I mean, your phrase is be greedy, so I mean you can have that. That even what I'm mad at. As we're getting a shot of Philadelphia, as I've got the Hurt Business, the Hurt Syndicate showing up, and goddamn though, do they already look like men amongst boys,
man? They're not out there.
It's amazing that. Sorry, go ahead.
They're not out there in their jeans or their sweatshirt or their hoodie. They look pro, bro.
Like I said, they look like men amongst boys in this company. You have Shelton, who respectfully looked regular size-ish and everything in WWE, is out here looking like, the Colossus, just throwing people from pillar to post here, let alone Bobby Lashley showing up.
Right. So right now, folks, MVP, and the fans actually chant MVP as they're opening NXT, dude, and I got goosebumps. I got the goosebumps.
Yeah, this is, it's live on both shows. Like wrestling, again, you can hate it or love it. You can be mad at this side or that side, but wrestling's all the fucking way back, my guy.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. We got Trick in the back with Bully or Bubba.
Earlier today, they were getting Philly cheesesteaks at Geno's. Anyone watching us from Philadelphia or Pennsylvania can let us know if they were in the wrong for where they were.
Right. Philadelphia, born and raised, folks.
But,
now, the Hurt Business seemed like very over baby faces in their current company.
Yeah, because they're just so happy that they're there, because it's somebody that actually, like we talked about, comes off as a professional. They feel like an actual wrestler. They feel like the adults are now entered the room. Someone's here to take responsibility and be in control of this shit a little bit.
Right. As we got Team Babyface and Team Heels just going for a joyous little walk around Philly.
Well, oh, I literally thought, all respect the fan in the crowd, I thought they were literally cutting to somebody in the NXT locker room with just she's out there with the championship belt and all that shit.
Yeah. On commercial break, Damien, we will do our best to get back to this thought. I want to talk about this, plus something Nick and I touched on already about Dynasty, and we'll get there. But I don't know how much pausing we're going to get tonight.
Yo, so we got Dawn Marie, and I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be Francine, but yeah.
It's funny because back in the day, I saw Dawn Marie in a bra and panty match live, and I actually saw a fan reach over and grab at her, and they ended up getting escorted out of the building for being assholes.
So what you're saying is how KJ got thrown out of an arena.
Right? No. But Dawn Marie, an OG, ECW intro.
We're going with NXT, so we're getting the hardcore match between Lola Vice and Jada Parker, with Dawn Marie as the special guest referee, going toe-to-toe right now with the Hurt Business, the Hurt Syndicate segment.
It's really interesting, right? But here we go.
Little juxtaposition here.
It's extreme. Let's go. What's up, John C? Wheezy Wee? How you doing? How you doing? ABJ, welcome back, sir. Nostalgia goodies, 100%. Main event girls with us. Here comes Jada Parker.
Hello, Miss Parker.
Okay, now we're getting a video of Bobby Lashley beating up Swerve, I believe, the replay from last week. Wrestling fan, what's up? Main event girl, Lola versus Jada Star. All right, folks, let us know who's going to win, Lola or Jada.
Who you got? Who you got, sir?
I'm gonna go Jada. She's been on fire.
Yeah, I got to. I thought you were going to go with her name was Lola.
You know what? I mean, I love me some Lola, but I feel like she's a bit on the quiet, a little bit on the decline right now.
Fair enough. And it's still crazy to me to think about this right now of we've seen GCW run the 2300 arena. We'll see Wrestling Revolver run the 2300 arena, House of Glory now. To think now that NXT's running the 2300 arena. It's just you get a little of them tingles a little bit, my guy. Pause. And it's not because of the women in the match, but that's might be another thing.
Right? Lola needs a better theme. I hate Latin track number one. Thank you, Jeff Rebel. We won't miss you.
Yeah.
Got 3 screens. Let's go. Right there with you. Trying to follow the chat, trying to follow my buddy, trying to watch these 2 shows at the same time.
All the things. Been waiting for this match. So, Swerve's out here.
He's growling, bro. Like all the bass in his voice. He's saying it with
Killmonger here.
Yeah.
I think honestly, this is gonna bring out the best Swerve like that we've really seen. Like, I know Swerve versus Hangman's great. That's great for AEW. I'm saying great as far as global wrestling.
Yeah,
a bigger scheme.
Again, it feels different than other things that AEW is doing right now, to be honest. And we've seen other companies, other factions come in and kind of, flounder. Like the Hurt Business seems good. Swerve's got, like I said, all that bass in his voice. I like this a lot. I mean, full marks. This is one of the best things they got right now.
Well, that's why I'm glad that they're staying the course and they're not jumping to the bait of you're not going to compete. You have nothing. You have no rounds in the chamber that are going to beat NXT at the 2300. So stay your course, stay what you're doing, and solidify that more.
Yeah, build on what you're doing, and don't overbook or shove things in. You're kind of right, man. And again, as a guy who likes the chaos, but we've said it for so long of this kind of more should be the MO moving forward of, do you.
Well, and you've said it to me, and I know where you stole it from, and I know we talked about it with John Cena and everything of, comparisons to the thief of joy. If you're constantly trying to be against somebody that's going to, still spark you out the second you step up, just do you and build up and get to that point.
Right. The Outrunners in the Syndicate are saving AEW at this time. Hey, I mean, shout out, kudos to the Outrunners. They've been on fire. We've been beating the Outrunners drum for quite a while, Nick, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, again, the Syndicate feels good. I like this with Swerve. Outrunners have a chance now to win a tournament, I think, to get a title shot. So
they're going to be your new tag champs.
Well, I think Private Party's going to go on a bit of a run first.
No, they're going to transition. They're I feel. See, and now they're coming out. They've got the whole title on the Death Riders and everything. That's the first time we've seen that, though. I feel.
Yeah. It is 100% new music too. Why did I feel a lot of heels in AEW go with like classical kind of vibes? If they're a heel,
because they're probably royalty free. He's like, I've spent 200,000 every time I could play, Final Countdown. So fuck, I need some, discounts here. I don't got no Def Rebel. As Janet got folded.
Proud on the hip shake, get the 2 count on a DDT. So, folks, if you're just tuning in, we got AEW on, we got NXT on. We're doing our best.
Right? Who's randomly just having like a an Iron Man dinner? Frozen, kids cuisine at ringside there that Claudio's taking away.
Right. Well, yeah, we got the BCC coming out on one screen. Jada and Lola going full out in a no DQ hardcore match with Dawn Marie as the referee and a commercial break. So get in that chat, folks. Blow this one up. I think we can get to 150 tonight. Be a friend, tell a friend.
But if you, I was hoping Paul opened the show. If Paul didn't open, I guess then we're probably not getting no Paul.
No, I really thought it would be cool if Heyman came out to open the show. Like it
would. I'll mention something that actually normally is in the chat and everything. Misfit Wrestling sent to me actually and everything that I thought would be a hilarious thing as we're in commercial on NXT and we've got Claudio and Pac out here, so we're tag team out of the trios is, I guess, about to be in action here. But
Yeah.
if we get a Tajiri backstage trying to, like, befriend Ava, and you have Regal get involved in the segment or anything, you get that interaction. That'd be a nice little touch.
I like that. I needed that. Mr. Quake, good to see ya. Lame Raiders.
Oh,
Sup,
it's
everybody?
so weird. So OC comes out now with all the like kind of black attire. I still think there's a possibility he ends up with them.
Oh, he's not rocking jeans. Or are they like really dark jeans?
They're really dark. Everything's dark. And especially though, think about it. I mean, the man's using the music from the end of fucking Fight Club coming out here. So maybe maybe Moxley's his Tyler Durden.
Right? I like this. It's Claudio Pac and their weed dealer. So we're not even coming down the ramp. OC's waiting in the tunnel, but there's Darby off the tunnel. Here we go. OC baited him in, Nick.
Like a flying squirrel.
Yeah, kind of.
See, this is why, though, OC and Darby have to be a tag team, because they're each doing one half of the Sting gimmick.
Right.
OC's the baby face that's, the standard for the company and everything. And Darby's just the spooky guy that hangs out in the rafters and jumps off shit.
As Claudio
They're two halves of a whole thing. Sorry.
Right. Claudio trying to walk down the ramp with Darby on his back, but Darby's just wrenching at his face. So we got two hardcore matches going on, even though I don't think this match has started yet.
Yeah. Has the bell rung? Are we just still, are they going to do this? And then we've got 15 minutes of schmoz and 2 minutes of match.
Right. Cherokee George saying Paul is not an NXT guy, not big enough. I disagree with that. I mean, he's technically not an NXT guy, but he's through and through an ECW guy. But I mean, I think it was MDB or somebody in the chat said he's got the bigger pop coming. We know, folks. We know. It's just being a little greedy on this one of what a cool kickoff if he came walking out with the trench coat on, gave a little spiel.
Right. Well, we've got ladders and kendo sticks and chairs. Oh my!
I think they just rang the bell without even like, and there's still guys like.
No one's entered the ring. No one's entered the ring. What are the rules?
Like, wouldn't it just be like the match is over?
And then just make it a no DQ match as the fucking stipulation. So you haven't done that half a dozen times before.
Right. People, rest in peace, Peanut the Squirrel. I got to admit, I'm not that familiar with Peanut the Squirrel.
We'll move on from the Peanut Squirrel conversation. T's and P's. Same out there like Harambe. But yeah, we'll move along.
Ricochet partner. It's not. It's got to be Osprey, right? Ricochet's mystery partner.
I saw Dijak make a pretty strong fucking appeal here. So that could be something. I mean, I found out that Dijak probably lives a hop, skip, and a jump from me and everything like that. But no, I would love to be out here on a Wednesday doing the Dijakinator.
Oh, terrible kick. Paul was on NXT talking to Braun Breaker this time last year. NXT and AEW went head to head. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, remember they stacked that show as much as they could.
Right. As Jada's got Lola laid out on the ladder here. Oh, we're going to get the little hip drop spot off the ladder, through a ladder.
Hey, I say this has been a fun match to start the show, Nick. The ladies aren't messing around. Jada's got star written all over her. Lola.
Oh.
Something. It might take a little bit longer. Her as a baby face isn't working great. But oh my God, did she just break her bum?
I literally don't know how to come back up. Did she just break her bum? Like, that got me. Two count. But no, NXT's women's division, bar none, it's not debatable at this point, is the best women's division in pro wrestling. They have depth upon depth of you. Right. It's like when you see, we're sports fans across, football, hockey, NFL, or baseball, that shit and everything.
Yeah.
They have a fucking farm system that's stacked in this women's division. They have a logjam of talent. That's why Roxanne Perez is still in NXT.
Wow.
One,
okay.
two.
Claudio.
Oh,
What do you
Got
got?
the Hashime rolls out the ring as Claudio's just working over everybody right now.
Okay. You get ahead of me?
Do
Ladders.
nothing.
Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker will be a nice work for a storyline. Maybe one day I could see Braun Breaker being a Heyman guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did that hip drop. Snap the ladder in half. Action going
That's
on
how you know
everywhere.
you're working with that thickness.
Right? Where's Jack Hager is the question. I don't think we're ever going to see him again.
I think that's been all but confirmed thanks to Twitter, but yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much all been confirmed today. Yep.
Yeah.
When Orange Cassidy wears black sweatpants, I guess I'm supposed to be heel Cassidy. He's just angrier Cassidy. He's blood orange.
He's a blood orange instead of a tangerine or anything.
Right. Agree as far as depth goes, NXT is clearly the best women's division. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's like an argument in any other way that somebody could convince me otherwise. Like, we know what the knockouts have done for a long time, but they've gone through a little bit of a changeover. AEW, well, we know it's very minimal presentation. And I mean, the main roster is hit and miss. I think they do well, but maybe not the most barn burning of stuff happening consistently. So NXT, for my money, has got it.
Our most consistent, I think, conversation when it comes to NXT's women's division is who's going up to the main roster. It's that type of level of literally, It almost feels like that logjam of there's plenty of people that could go there if we thought weren't going to just jump there initially, and they're in NXT. So now that just breeds talent throughout the whole rest of the division. As I'm in picture and
garbage can.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Rushing that can, broken ladders, folks. We are rolling. I got picture in picture on Dynamite, and we got Jada Parker right now trying to catch her breath on the outside.
Right. Is it crazy to you that Dawn Marie's been a better official than Aubrey or Remsburg?
She a pro, bro. She know her game.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, my God. Jada just chucking a garbage can into the midsection.
And just patent practice with the kendo stick here is 2 count in the picture in picture on Dynamite. Exactly. Main roster has the biggest stars for women, but it's not deep like NXT. NXT's women are deep. And some real potential stars all throughout of it. Absolutely.
Right. I would pop for Raven. Absolutely. I know Raven's been still doing some stuff out there with MLW and such, but I mean, quote the Raven nevermore. It's one of the best things. I feel like it never really peaked where it could have on the big stage.
I was always, and this is funny with, what a mark from Raven, but I was always a Raven mark and everything. And did you see the trailer kind of floating around for, I guess, like a Raven kind of documentary and everything?
Yeah.
On
That's
YouTube.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
All right, the crowd is on their feet in Philly as Lola's in trouble. Jada setting her up. Drive by into the ladder.
Oh. As pump handle backbreaker from Claudio on the OC, 2 count of Jada on Lola.
Right. Back and forth action, folks. Back and forth. Rhea going to be out for a while with a ruptured orbital socket. That's the rumor. I mean, again, I'm surprised, but that's the rumor.
I still think it's a work. I've heard some people say that it's because of when she was given one of those kind of Glasgow kisses and all that, but I'm not a doctor, but I don't buy it.
It will be crazy if Kenny Omega shows up tonight. That'd be insane. Out of left field. I'm not sure if that's how I would do it, but it would be a big holy shit.
Yeah, I don't. It'd be a big moment, but that's the big moment that you do just to have a big moment that doesn't make a ton of sense. Ooh. As Jada just said, what is the brick said in the face?
And Lola is just eating air right now. Crowd going wild on Dynamite. The hot tag.
1, 2.
Nice
you
hot
smashed
tag.
A brick into this woman's head and you can't get a 3 count?
2.
Lola is Lola Park Samoan? She's got a strong forehead.
You have me knocking. Right? Can't help but do it. Oh, and that's not a hey, brick didn't work, but that booty getting it done. Like that, you're right. Like not a brick.
That shows you that thickness is thicker than a brick.
Right? Like
you heard the phrase of thicker than the Snickers. That shit's thicker than a brick.
Oh my God.
That shit could build houses, my guy.
Well,
that's my foundation.
As my grandpa used to say, built like a brick shit house. If the,
there's a tie-in that I could go there.
Yeah. If the big Don Tommy Rich doesn't come out with FBI, we riot. There you go. Let's hope.
Oh, we forgot the Paisans.
Yes, we might get a Paisan moment tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Don Marie is 54.
How you doing?
NXT cooking with this match. Yeah, I mean, great match start the night as we got Ridge and Ethan. And the opening tag team match on AEW is still rolling along. Pretty fun match in its own right, Nick. A little chaotic at the beginning, as usual, but they've settled down into a real pretty good match.
Absolutely. Sorry, can I just say something? And I say this with all due respect. Ethan Page and Ridge right now are very much giving off to me vibes of Timu, MJF, and Wardlow. A little bit of the little suit and little pompous attitude and everything like that, and the big heavy that's been kind of the gloof, maybe this is the big breakout moment for Ridge, and then he'll stand up on top of a cage, and then we'll never hear from him again. But yeah, it's similar vibes, similar vein, I feel.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a funny way to look at it. I mean, and I'm surprised. We didn't expect it. I wonder if it helps Ridge kind of get over a little because Ethan does most of the talking when they do the little package.
Oh yeah, like I said, MJF Wardlow. Oh,
let's go.
It's one. RVD can't even do the split-legged thing anymore. Now they just got Claudia out there, full frontal, just split-legged moonsault.
Like this,
Carmelo got something to say. Carmelo's about to show up with a towel and say, "You ain't doing this."
It would be really cool if to see backstage interaction with Hank the Tank and Bubba and Devon. Not bad.
Yeah. But everybody's pointing out RVD's got his gear on.
It's true. He looks ready to go.
2 count by Pac on Darby.
What is this?
Camera down. Somebody got dumped.
Is that RV? Wait, what? Wesley jumping RVD. Wesley taking out RVD. So I think we're going to get this match, which we thought we were getting this match anyway. So let's have them fight. Let's go.
Three-way nets.
I picked Jada Parker. So far, I'm 1-0. As here comes Javon Evans.
Right. As I got a superplex with Pac onto Darby on Dynamite.
Other than it took quite a while to get the superplex done, but they got it.
Yeah.
See, that looked like a football scramble, like doing a fucking 2-yard drill.
Right. But so we're 24 minutes into both shows right now, and we've already had the women's hardcore match. We've had a couple commercial breaks. We had the backstage segment. We've now got Javon Evans come out, and we're still in OC and Darby versus Pac and Claudio. Just in.
Right. So Jada Parker got the win on NXT, Mr. Noob. We are still awaiting our first winner of Dynamite. Big tag. So second hot tag and OC firing up. RVD 420, the whole RVD in his gear. It looks like Wesley. Should be fun.
Well, I think now at this point, you make it a triple threat of, size on 3-way dance. We already thought it was going to be at least probably Wesley versus RVD. Now you add Javon, so you get all the spring guys in there.
Oh, everybody. Big cross body by OC. That's right, folks. 2 shows on right now. I got 130. Can we get to 150 tonight? 2 shows. I mean, 150 is not asking a lot.
100%. So let's go for 200. We can already bypass 150, go straight to 200.
Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, I got a backpack stunner. Now I got the Destroyer. I know I might have set mine.
Okay, sweet. Couple topes. Fun match here on Dynamite. Bouncy. RVD is my homie.
It's bouncy.
Bouncy. Why is the crowd in AEW so dead? They got hot a couple times. They cooled off a little bit. I wonder, maybe it's a cooking match, to be honest. Big DDT.
You put some respect on these New Hampshireites. I have to be a halfway partial here.
Right.
It's out there in New Hampshire, but yeah, no, they're just Sleepy Joe like me.
Oh, Yuta into the ring, but it eats a Superman punch. Hi. What's up, Herman?
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Moving on. Brian Danielson got some things to say. This show was fun. Both shows have been fun to start. And wait.
Shafir just boost the fucking ref.
And here's Moxley. Kacha Hachame. Sunset Bomb. Yeah, fair enough. You're right.
So we just wait until the fucking end of this just to do this?
Skateboard. Yeah, where were you 8 minutes ago, bro?
Why didn't you just start this? This could have just been a fucking angle if you're going to do it.
Yeah. They're on their feet right now, Gilly, for sure. I thought they had a bit of a lull at one point, but they're up and energized for this right now.
So that ends the match. Disqualification. So OC and Darby win.
So Darby taking everybody out with the skateboard. And the debut of the Death Riders going a little bumpy here, folks.
Yeah, just like there's so much good there. It's just failure to execute. It's like watching somebody that's has all the ingredients to cook a fucking A1 dish, right, and then just fucks it all up. Like, what are you doing, bro?
No, absolutely. And yeah, the pot sold on that DDT, unbelievable. Looked like a lawn dart. And Darby getting the Ray treatment off the ring post.
Oh,
Claudio just says, later, buddy.
Well, there's been people that have compared the Death Riders to AEW's kind of NWO of they just show up and they destroy everybody. I'm not saying I thought that. I'm just saying what's been said.
Yeah, a little aggressive for me, just because they're not. For a multitude of reasons, but yeah. I get what they're saying. But yeah, not bad. I've been a fan of it. I'll give it credit, but now we get kind of these extended murder scenes. We'll send the ref out. Send some let them play King of the Castle while this is happening. Make it more.
Absolutely. That's the biggest thing right now. We've had baby faces lined up and everything before for them of just when they're going to show up to the fucking arena. Why aren't they out here playing King of the Castle right now and everything like that? And they're supposed to be. This is the faction that's so bad they ran off your EVPs, and you can't have anybody come out.
Now. Like, again, I like it, but now?
A day late and a dollar short.
Now, where have you been, bro?
It should have been the moment that this shit was starting off of. It should have been literally when I see you. At this point, this isn't new. So this point should be when I see what's on site.
Here we go. The family arriving. There you go. Conglomeration runs off the Death Riders. Are we going to get like a conglomeration for Death Riders blood and guts?
Yeah, and it's gonna be just a bunch of bullshit a little bit. Well, because think about it. No, we've had half the locker room clear out and try and run off these fuckers.
Hey, hold on. Sorry, Nikki.
The Paisans, we got the FBI. Let's go.
My man. Like, why you stop?
Oh, we want some Guido. Oh, we want some Guido.
Just want to let you know.
Mama Luke.
Every time John Moxley wears the white t-shirt, somehow Homer Simpson comes to mind. So,
fair enough.
FBI,
yeah, that's what that whole shit was, a dope.
Right? Oh, Tony versus Nuns.
Oh.
Tony versus Nunzio tonight.
Oh, why we got an infight?
Right? Can't we all just get along?
Right?
FBI, Nunzio and Tony. Truth. BCC versus AEW Blood and Guts. Yeah. But Conglomeration represents AEW?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey. Ishii.
One of the guys isn't even from AEW. He doesn't even go to school here.
Rizzo versus the tribal princess of the Syrian bloodline, Nikita Lyons, next week. There you go. Thank you, Nathan. NXT
What in the world is the Saurian bloodline? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly or if I'm saying that out of ignorance, but what the fuck?
I just read the damn thing. Tony D versus Little Guido. Let's go. They even had your name in the background, Nick. There you go.
Yeah. Paisan, recognize Paisan.
Right. Acknowledge Nikita Lyons as the tribal princess.
What in the Solo Sokoa? What?
Almost there. I'm almost there. I'm close. After last week's outfit, I might be right there. The NXF effing t-shirts. Oh, okay, yeah. I hadn't seen one yet. Do you see them?
No.
I like it.
If we do, I think we need to do WF,
actually.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Magic happens, folks. But right now, AEW Dynamite is on commercial. Technically, OC and Darby win the opening match by DQ. We had a melee, and right now we got Javon Evans and Wesley going pretty hard. Caught the cutter. Lots going on both screens. Lots happening here on the channel. Make sure you get in that chat. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow. We are back on Friday as usual, and then of course we're going to be here all weekend, I do believe. But the Bacon Club's coming back on Sunday.
Absolutely, 100%. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. Too sweet.
We're this close. We're this close to 6K. So help us out, folks.
Right.
A lot of flippy floppy.
Well, and this kind of fits though. Remember, that's the biggest thing is, if I'm going to get on an ECW soapbox here for a little bit, of when everybody remembers ECW, they remember just the hardcore action. They remember, blood, guts, and gore and everything like that. But ECW introduced a lot of people to lucha wrestling, to cruiserweight wrestling, a lot of, catch as catch can, a lot of, other wrestling styles that weren't out there, that weren't publicly known.
Yeah. No, I mean, look at the technicians and such, and like you said, the luchadors, the Rey Mysterios, the Eddie Guerreros, but like there's names upon names upon names that needed a ECW to exist, even if it was for a short time.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is not Stone Cold Steve Austin if there is not an ECW.
Right, and there was a method to Paul's madness. I know a lot of talks about, his business practices and some of the shit he pulled, but I think at times he was a desperate man holding on to a dream that he did everything he could to make it work. And it is what it is. Life is the way it works out. But,
he's the mad scientist. And that's why it's almost worked out perfectly that it went up so bright and then came down so fast. Because I don't know if it would have been able to sustain that flame. But yeah, as I got Ricochet out here in the suits, is Ricochet a heel now?
Not yet.
Oh,
I think Ricochet should.
Him and the Hurt Syndicate? That ain't bad.
Do it because I think it gives more validity to Ricochet. And then he gets MVP to talk for him. Then he can go out and have banger matches and be fine. This might give him some depth. Layers, Nick.
Layers. Well, he's the Cedric now of the Hurt business. They found their Cedric, but no, I am 100% of it validates, Ricochet, and say maybe instead of a Bobby versus Swerve, you could get a Ricochet versus Swerve, and that to me just smells delicious.
A fight without honor match, by the way. So we're about to get a no DQ, anything goes match.
We've got Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly. We've got the rest of the conglomeration.
The Learning Tree versus the Conglomeration. So the Conglomeration right now are in two storylines, one with this asshole and one with the other group.
So all the assholes. They're double penetrating. But how did you feel about Chris Jericho's whole, promo last week of, I just poked the bear. We'll do the wind up. I can go on mute now. Chris Jericho's on our screen. Go ahead. Let him have it.
Well, I mean, again, he's on the screen right now cutting pre-tape. No, none of
You're
this
getting
makes
double
sense.
dose of Jericho right now, my
And
guy.
the
How you handling it?
the sympathizers of all this, Nick, it's a nightmare. Like, again, I mean, I kind of chuckled last week live because he actually got a little bit of a baby face reaction from the crowd. So now I'm like, shit, now might have to swing it the other way. He might be better off swinging the other way. But still, the problem becomes Jericho's taking up way too much time. He's killing this fucking show. Like, if you're trying to decide between NXT and AEW, the minute you see Jericho, you want to turn over to the other channel. And I'll watch a commercial instead of Jericho.
But you don't want to, he's not the backbone of a TV deal for Ring of Honor and everything. Didn't we try that before? And didn't that fail miserably before? So let's do it again and see if it works this time.
Yeah, 100%, man.
The definition of insanity is repeating the same action and expecting a different outcome.
Right. And it's not good. But again, I almost feel like if he leans in a little bit further, he might end up being an okay babyface. The problem is the payoffs. He sucks at wrestling. He sucks.
One of those, if he sticks his head so far up his asshole, he might pop out normal back on the other side here.
One can hope. And I feel like he holds people back. Briscoe didn't need to take an L to him. It was a waste of time. This storyline's still going on.
Jericho hasn't even made out of his coat. He's out here, Giovanni Vinci's in it.
Oh, Ishii through a table. So
ooh, Jericho.
As NXT is on commercial right now, and right now we have a no honors rule match. So I guess you can just arbitrarily, because one of them has an ROH title, we can have a trios match.
No, they mispronounced it. It's the no one will view match. That's what it is. That's what it's
swapping over. Sorry, Nick. Crazy spot.
No good. Right, as I was saying, and calling it the no one will view match is when Mark Briscoe hits a good spot. And that's the thing, is Mark Briscoe's in this match. So it's like candle in the wind a little bit here.
I just feel like he's holding. I mean, everyone's heard me rant and complain. And right now I'm not. Oh, Keith and O'Reilly through a table.
Ooh.
He's just bad. That's the problem. It's bad. And he's in the way of other talent. Big Bill would be better with Ricky. Keith would be better on his own.
No, Javon Evans just holy shit. Holy.
Oh, Javon back to his feet as we come out of commercial break. Or trying to get to his feet. Here come matches bathroom break. Oh, I mean, we're getting a ton of crazy spots, to be honest.
Well, and it's funny how the dance partners squared off here when it comes to this match of Brian Keith and Kyle O'Reilly. To me, kind of makes sense. I wouldn't mind that if they weren't in all of this shindig, as a match. Same thing with Mark Briscoe versus W. Morrissey. Right. Fair enough. And then you got Ishii No Neck taking on Jericho, no push, no momentum, and everything. Right. So you have the two senior citizens fighting each other over the fucking cane.
But I mean, if you sat down if you're trying to pitch something to a board of, 4 or 5 people show up and want to hear your pitch for your show, I'd rather show them like a really cool set of clips of our good young talent and what they can do. No, here's Ishii and Jericho looking like a couple tortoises trying to have a fucking it's not good.
Javon with a 2 count. As I'm in picture on Dynamite. I don't know if we've gotten out of our orbital fucking synchronicity or not.
Right. Good wrestling tonight. Not bad. Not bad.
Honestly, though, respect across the board. If you're a wrestling fan right now, and trust me, we're trying to say hi to everybody and still do all of this, but both shows are pulling you both ways and everything here.
Right.
I got to hang out with my babe yesterday, so I'm happy, and I get to watch these guys have a good time. How could you not enjoy this? Nick and KJ, you guys rule. Well, Trick, I love you.
Smoke them if you got a match. 100%, my guy. Woo! I have to fucking re-up. Because we're getting a chop fest in picture, but Javon and Wes are going at it hard.
Was it Booker or Vic Joseph that just tried to do like their best Joey Styles impression because there was a poison run? I heard someone try and hit the, oh my God.
I think it was Book. I could be wrong.
Look, don't do that. Sidebar. Don't do that. You stick to your shuckies and your duckies and your quacks.
Right. What's up, Nathan? How you doing? How you doing? Boston? Hell no. What did Boston say? Can I hang out with you? Easy now. Gonna upset Anthony.
You got Anthony. Anthony's gonna get jealous now.
All right, folks, we're rolling. So we're going from Jericho on AEW to Avon NXT. I feel kind of like this is the fuck KJ segment of the night. Right? Like if we land on Ava after this, I'm gonna be upset.
I was gonna say I haven't gotten Ava yet. I got Jericho on one screen, but I got a 2 count on the other here. So we might be getting there. This might be the dip in the quarter hour here.
Right? And we need PWO. Let's go.
Blue Meanie out there just lame, but then it'd be friend of the channel Stevie Richards out there showing up. So let's go.
Big cutter. Now a super cutter.
Oh, I like how that spot's coming back of the rollout, but still kind of land enough on your feet so you're not, punch drunk enough. And the babyface clawing at you like, oh fuck, I had you, but you landed just outside. Oh, wow. We had the ladder spot. Now I don't know if that's the barricade spot. It's at least a chair spot, a timekeeper spot.
It bounced off the table or whatever, everything.
It's skipping stones.
As we are back to the action on both shows, by the way, folks, we are watching 2 shows right now. Let's get that number back up closer to 150. So if you can hear my voice, let your friends know. Jam-packed this one here tonight. We're about to hit 100 likes as well. Haven't got there yet. God damn, he's bouncy.
The fear I see in the back makes me believe I'm one of a kind.
And on
from Battle Creek, Michigan, Rob Van Dam. Just
rolling out.
Moment. I always wanted to do that, so now I got to do that on a stream. So you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
Love it, love it. And on the other channel, that we have a chair fight broken up by Big Bill. And
right? What did the Bill say to the face? Boot.
Tope Suicida, he's flying. Another cutter. Javon going to pick up a big win here, potentially.
So is Javon going to just be an RVD guy? He won't be a Paul Heyman guy. He'll just be a guy who was a Paul Heyman guy.
Right. Oh, that's right. A big announcement tonight. What could it be? I think it's the return of the Iron Survivor.
The what?
The match with like the fucking penalty box.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I forgot about that. That last time we saw that was like what, Deadline?
Yeah. As Javon Evans gets the win, folks. Little distraction by RVD. Big win for Javon.
Yeah, am I the only one that kind of thinks of like the frog slash that he hit was a little wee bit too far and everything? So it was a little slop jalop of it. He didn't quite. It was a little bit like when you were out there with Randy of like, this is why you're still an NXT kid. This is why you're still green.
It's just really he's really long. So sometimes when he's flying, it looks like he's going to blow away.
Yeah, but I don't think he had the distance. I think he kind of he scraped by. He slid into second base.
Ooh, could be women's war games. Ava Ava is looking classy tonight. There you go. That's all I'm asking for. Look like a professional.
Listen, I'm going to just say, you've been needing to put some respect on Ava's name. I've been out here behind Ava for a hot minute. So
I literally got Jericho and Ava at the same time.
So again, it was just the QKJ moment of the night.
Somebody's in a limo. This hardcore trio match is still going. We're going to get the trio woe spot.
It's crazy though to think that we're almost through the first hour of Dynamite and we've had 2 matches.
Look at this. Look.
Yeah, come with me.
I will not.
They like fucked that up and then knew they fucked it up and then still just were trying to go with it.
Jericho is a vet, man. Just yell down to the guy. Fall. So what if the timing's off?
It's a power bomb and then it's a superplex. It's not the same spot, but it's still the same effectiveness. Yeah. Fuck me.
Yeah, don't wait. As Big Bill's still beating up Kyle in the back. Just hit it. That's like a vet should know that. Like once the move disconnects, just fall.
Just go with it. And then once you hit, and then they hit a superplex, what have you, it won't be the same move, but it'll cross the same finish line.
Right. November to remember. Interesting.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Uh-huh.
Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah.
With Pierre Escargot.
So did the match end?
I don't know, because it's a match without honor, so it's essentially no DQ match. But aren't we supposed to like
going?
We're supposed to have so much more after this, but we're already through almost the first hour as Big Bill's setting up Kyle O'Reilly with the double tables. See, that's how we know in AW you got to do 2 tables, because you're probably going to miss the first table and overshoot your shot. So you need the second table in the background to catch him.
The 2 tables never go well. Ryan pulls out, or Kyle
O'Reilly.
It was almost there.
He's going to take a back drop. He's going to take a back bump through the tables.
Oh, 100%.
He's still going to take a bump through the tables.
Down. So is this their response to the?
Oh, they hit a side bump, so both men out. Boo!
Yeah. And there's still carnage in the ring, folks. But yeah, this is their response to Extreme, right?
This feels very much like I was giving them credit. This feels like their fucked up response.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
No, it's just the way you said it caught me. Just so like, yeah, he sounded disappointed. Like, oh man.
No, because I fucking am. Honestly, I am. Think about it. I know we've had a few shows, we've had a few premium live events, and we're still going to have more premium live events out there by you in Toronto and everything like that. This is 40 minutes down the block for me and everything. I almost considered buying tickets to this show. I'm fucking glad I didn't at this point, because Jesus tap dancing Christ I was giving them credit of stay in your fucking lane, of focus on what you need to focus on. Instead, we just went down the fucking rabbit hole of Chris Jericho. He used to be in ECW, right? He can do extreme shit. Mark Briscoe, extreme. Briscoe brothers, right? Just fucking hell, you were on the train tracks. You went so the fucking far off.
Right, a little bit.
How does that happen in 20 minutes? How does this happen so fast?
It won't end, but we get a froggy blow from the top of the ladder. Down he goes. And I think that's please fucking pin him.
This is the match.
The match continues.
It goes on.
Match continues. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, they had so much advertised for this. By the way, we still are also expecting Adam Cole versus Malachi Black, Penelope Ford versus Jamie Hayter, Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher versus Ricochet and a mystery partner, and Christian Cage and Hook face to face. And we're about to have to do that all within a fucking hour.
Is this match?
No, Ava with her announcement. So this is if you need to pause for the cause, I think now might be your most appropriate time.
I can't now. I'm like, I want to know what's happening. ECE gets the pin on Jericho. I'm gonna laugh. Table spot extravaganza.
Senility at his
brainbuster. That looked clunky.
White cow, what up? Christopher, what up?
ECE gets the win on the new Ring of Honor champion. The only guy,
fucking Aubrey, of course. With Dawn Marie has already been a better referee tonight than Aubrey Edwards.
ECE.
Saturday, December 7th. Sorry.
At Full Gear.
Iron Survivor, you called it.
What?
They announced the Iron Survivor. You called it, literally. A deadline in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Scott Woodford, where you at? We need an on-scene reporter.
Oh, my God. ECE, after all that, got the pin.
Like I said, this was the fuck you KJ segment. They are intentionally booking now of like, this is where KJ takes a pause, and then there'll be probably something with the Pythons later that'll make me take a pause.
Oh, someone's gonna come out and give. I just want to see who comes out here for sure. Because Stone's giving the fans shit. New York fans are better than Philly fans.
I mean, oh,
Rhino!
this is what happens when the chat gets ahead of us. Go. Now is it spelled RHYNO, RHINO, RHYINO, RYNO? Right. And Fitzler with the TNA deal. He's a guy that they very much got on standby.
Oh. Rhino's in the house.
Gore. Your last official, like a referee whistle, ECW champ, by the way, Rhino.
And Stone selling the shit out of it.
Rhino looks like the motherfucker that would be legit. Like, you don't need to sell. Like, no, this is the mother. This dude has no fucking distance from his shoulder to his neck.
I called it. Rhino showing up. It makes sense as we go to a Team Babyface locker room.
Yeah, what was
Geekbox?
Saria doing out there? Geekbox, what up, my guy? But what was Saria doing with Jordan Grace? Yeah, you want to do flex it out? Yeah, it's amazing. She's so much taller than everyone too. I didn't realize this.
She ain't little.
And shoulders, knees, and toes over everybody.
Right. How else can they get Ishii over to their fans? I mean, they have a lot invested in this guy. Too bad he doesn't work there.
That's the thing is, why the fuck do we need to get Ishii over? Why?
He wrestled Commander, Bandito, and a bunch of other luchas, Nick. And we keep talking about how slow he is. So he went out and found a guy slower than him.
Why? When I was a young hot. But no, why the fuck do we need to invest in Ishii? Why? Beyond the Jericho question, like, even who pinned him? Like, why? Oh,
right. Oh,
as Lash and Zakara show up here.
Damn. What was the announcement? So the announcement is we are getting the Iron Survivor returning. I don't know if you guys remember. It's like the penalty box match. Should be fun. Should be fun.
Right. As we're getting
all ego.
Hey, so are we going to main event tonight with a 10-woman tag match?
Yes.
I thought we would have been, main eventing it with the NXT women's or men's champion and Bubba Ray Dudley there.
Give it to the women, dude. Everybody wants to see that. It's the best thing in NXT. It's their women's division. So shit, give it to them. Your women's champions in it, right? You can't really. You're kind of stuck, but yeah, why not?
Right. As I've got Ethan Page and Ridge out here, and Claudio and gang swiping at the camera on Dynamite.
Rhino doesn't age. Rhino has looked the same since he was 18. Like it's insane.
I don't know if that's exactly a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a factual thing.
Watching AEW and hockey. There you go, Mega. Raven, WWE Hall of Fame. Maybe. The toughie, but why not? I love NXT. 10 women tag matches for main event. Yes. Mix Jackson, if you're not. Hey, down boy. Women are the main event. Let's go. Absolutely. What is Moxley saying, Nick? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, he's talking about how people are under his command and everything. He's just doing his stereotypical, American History X romper stomper fucking promo and everything. Hey, I thought I'd be dramatic this time. No, you're just still Moxley, just with a white t-shirt now.
Dun, 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 Mr. Sandman.
Well, and I do at least like, though, that he's trying to add a seriousness to AEW, because that's been the biggest thing. Honestly, that's been lacking, is seriousness.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I'm a little confused with this match because I think, as I understand it, Nick, Roddy and Adam Cole are going to have a series of matches, and whoever did Roddy have a match over the weekend, guys? I'm just curious because Roddy and Cole, whoever wins the most matches gets to fight MJF. But by my count, Adam Cole had this is his second match to Roddy's 0. Maybe someone correct me on that.
Why the fuck is that a whole thing? Honestly, like I know I'm the scarf carrying member and everything like that when it comes to MGF and everything, but the Devil storyline, the Undisputed Kingdom storyline, the Elite storyline are all just fucking hogwash at this point when it comes to AEW. So why the fuck are we still relying on any of that shit?
Yeah. The disappointing part for me is they're going to walk over the House of Black to get to MJF because MJF's off filming a movie. So Buddy takes an L. Now Malachi's probably going to eat one pretty hard.
Yeah, I just fucking tap dancing Christ. It's just that's the thing is I know I kind of poked at the Moxley thing and it's not without its faults, but at least I'd rather watch that.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch literally a Moxley match right now than an Adam Cole match.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Do you find with MJF it's been the same thing? Like every time somebody wants to fight heel MJF, you got to fight 3 guys, then you get to fight me. The difference this time is he's not here, so the guys are working as filler. But it's always been that. Every time it's been this rinse and repeat of you must go through like the 3 stages of Jeffer.
Right, but the whole thing feels even worse though because he was babyface, he was heel, he was babyface, and now he's back a heel. Like he did what Roman did without being on screen, just like 4 times faster and everything. Like,
well,
it's now so rough.
Well, I feel like the babyface run for me because especially because it didn't pay off, it almost dulled him a little.
Oh yeah, it's one of those. We said before it was going to be as KJ's taking a pause for the cause, so I'll say it. Trust me, I'll bust it out. I'll throw it out there. Yes, I am 100% a scarf carrying member and everything like that when it comes to MGF. But yeah, very much of the fact that they made him go babyface and it didn't last long and it didn't go over well and everything like that was very much a dulling of your sword. It's one of those, if you draw your weapon and you misuse it, it still gets dull afterwards. So yeah. But Malachi Blackout right now about to take on Adam Cole as we're going through WWE mentioning about how the road to WrestleMania is very much going to take place through the UK. I know WrestleMania is a week or 2 later this year, but most of the buildup through March is taking place overseas here. As I've got Trick Williams coming out right now. So let me know, folks, who you're taking for both matches, actually, whether you're taking Adam Cole versus Malachi Black or you're taking Trick and Bully Ray versus Ethan Page and Ridge. I for half a second forgot who he was taking on. But yeah, so I got Bell Ring with Malachi and Adam Cole, which again, a lot of people very much pointed out of it is a la reminiscent to NXT days gone by. Like I feel like I've watched this match a time or 2 before, except when I did watch it, both men were actually pushed a little bit better, I will say. Both men had a little bit more oomph behind them, I'll say. But I want to take Malachi in this match, even though I know it's probably going to go Adam Cole, and I don't. It's going to suck because it's going to be stupidly fucking clean and shit. Maybe we get a tease of an MJF. I mean, be interesting. I'd honestly, respectfully, because it's close to my hometown. Well, not my hometown, but where I currently reside. If we got an MJF surprise popping up here and, I'd be a little jealous, but yeah, I don't think it's exactly likely. AR1 saying, whoop that Trick. I'll be paying more attention to the Black and Cole match. Fair enough. As I got Bobby Ray Dudley coming out here. Is he coming out with the... is he? I feel like he's coming out with the... No, this is what it's like when worlds collide. Oh, you ready? Yeah, he's coming out with the Power Man 5000, but Nick, was Malachi not your favorite wrestler? He's from Amsterdam, home of the vitamins. I never said he wasn't my favorite wrestler. I was a big fan of even when he was Tyler Black. And, WWE initially signed him. I thought they had very much something there. I still think he's been great. And I feel he's gotten, I'll say this respectfully, as Bubba putting on the Dudley glasses on the Booker. So we got 3D. So a little tie in there. But yeah. I think Malachi Alistair's always been halfway, had that Wyatt syndrome a little bit to him of you don't see the vision fully is really more the issue here of like I he hits strokes of genius, so I feel like he's got a good batting average, but just he kind of gets, kneecapped and high pitched and shit like that. Booker, get the tables. Missed my super chat. You're getting too famous. Triple Geekbox. What did you say? I apologize. I'm gonna go back and find it. No, there we go. I got it now. Yes, stop. I got it. The combo entrance to the show was sweet as. This was more ECW heart than the invasion angle. Half the talent here wasn't born when ECW was on. Absolutely, absolutely. See, we can still pull it from the archives and all that. Yes. No, 100% appreciate you, my guy. If KJ would hear, he'd remind everybody that, you're his second favorite Bucks, but absolutely. Go and check out the Homie Geek Box. I'm sure you might be seeing him a little bit around here more often than just inside the chat. But yeah, how you doing, my guy? But yeah, I remember having the N64. Was it the N64 or PlayStation 1? I think it would have been the N64 of, the ECW game and all of that, and having you can finally get it if you stay up till the late wee evenings of the morning and everything. You get ECW on this channel that you had no idea even existed and all of that. But ECW has always been very much that underground hero that ECW's, I guess, more of the biggest comparison to what AEW wants to be, if anything. Fuck WCW. AEW is more ECW to an extent of trying to make, independent talent stars and everything like that. But yeah. Maddie, what up? ECW. N64 was epic. No mercy. WCW versus NWO and ECW Carnage games. They're better to play than most modern wrestling games. Absolutely. And WrestleMania 2000. When I was sidetracked note, as I'm in picture on Dynamite, and I've got Trick and Ridge right now in the ring on NXT. But yeah, whenever during the summer we go and stay at like my grandmother's camp and everything like that, it would be me and my brothers like just playing WrestleMania 2000 till the fucking cows come home. Of even you had the C button, extra little button, and you can go from Jerry the King Lawler to JR and all of that. Yeah, that was like peak wrestling gaming, honestly. Bubba Ray Dudley, old school camo, yeah. Tag it. Well, it feels like it's been kind of just now when he shows up in WWE of that's like the Dudley Boy camo pattern and everything. I'm still I always wish that we could have gotten an actual Bully Ray. Do you know who I am? Kind of run in WWE. Paul saying anything else? The Black always beat Adam Cole. I'm not sure if Cole actually beat him in NXT, but it's good to see them match. The crowd is quiet as F. I'm not saying they're not into it, but quiet. Fair enough. As I'm in commercial on NXT and I am in picture on AEW Dynamite, so we'll remind everybody words sliding together. But we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We're back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow night for the Dirt Sheet debates, 100%. Then Friday night SmackDown, Saturday Collision, Sunday we got, the members only debating club. So 100%. We cover more wrestling, more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. We're tiptoeing ever so close to the window. I think we're, 70, 30, 40, 50 away from, 6K. So 100%. Be a friend, tell a friend. The empire keeps growing, folks. So make sure you're hanging out with the best to ever do it. The ball is on Tony Khan to put an old NXT match on AEW TV the same night as NXT. I mean, fair enough. I mean, I don't think you're actually kind of right, but I also can't. I was gonna halfway say but it does fit within the story that he was telling. Granted, the story shit. Like, let's be honest, the Undisputed Kingdom, the Devil storyline, like everywhere you grapevine up this when it comes to the Adam Cole, MJF, Roderick Strong, Kingdom stuff and all of that. Very much, just it gets more, off the vine as we go up there. Carlos, Nick, quiet like the AEW crowd. That's a rare opportunity then, I guess, there. So 100%. 102 likes. Can we get 110? 100%. Well, we got 119, almost about 120.
I can't give 110%. It's mathematically impossible.
Oh, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. The metric system don't weigh you down no more.
Right, the conversion rate.
Right. Technically, when you give 100% in my country, you're giving 110%, or vice versa. Which one is it?
I'm only giving 92%. Not even. I think it's like 78%.
Jesus, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's not good. Only singles match was funny enough in Philly.
What? Actually, fuck. That was the last time that we saw Adam Cole and Malachi Black have a match. Was it in Philly? I feel like it was a takeover match to where I remember we got, the bridging chair spot, and it was that'd be so interesting if the last time we saw this match was in Philly.
Maybe. You might be right. Who is an early prediction to win the 3 matches? FTR, House of Black, and La Faction Ingobernables versus the Acclaim. FTR and Faction Ingobernables.
I'm just going to say that Outrunners are your new tag champs. I don't even know with all of that math and everything. You can miss me with all of that.
Mm-hmm. This comment from Geekbox is easy, interesting in the sense that we did talk about earlier of like, oh, okay, like he's just kind of, no big announcements, nothing crazy. But it's kind of funny. Hardcore match, NXT match following it. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of changing as we're watching.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mystery Partners, Osprey. The dog. Thank you for that.
KG hearing the silent AEW crowd. They are pretty quiet at the moment.
It was only time.
Oh.
It was the only time you saw that match too. Fair enough.
Big. Oh, Black Mass. Kick out. Come on. Are you serious? Kicks out of the Black Mass.
And not even like a last second nudge. No, clearly kicks out.
Right.
2 matches in the Contender Series on Collision and 1 on Dynamite between FTR and the House of Black. What the? So we've gone from tournaments to now we won't call them tournaments, but we'll do tournaments. Like what?
Contender Series is different.
Dana White's fucking Contender Series. Is that what we're doing now? Right. I'm pulled in this local independent tag team. If they can beat FTR, then they move on.
Yeah.
That'd be better than this bullshit.
As the match continues, where Malachi's all over Cole, and right now Ethan is going to work on Bully Ray. Bubba.
Yeah. Well, Are you surprised that, like, I don't know, I feel like Malachi and Adam Cole, I almost want to pay attention to a little bit more than Trick and Bully out here of
Panama Sunrise. Super kick.
Is that just a Floridian Canadian destroyer and they just don't want to recognize Canada?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's from Panama City, right?
Sure.
So some shit. What they do.
Chicken tender series.
Hashtag that, bro.
Right. Bookend. 1, 2.
Oh, wait.
Page breaks up.
Oh, okay. I got the bookend now. I got Bully throwing punches. Eats a boot, though.
We're like, perfecto. Although I might pass go. As Malachi and Adam Cole just kind of stand each other. Like, it's so weird that they're kind of doing this of like, haven't we been here before type of shit, but you haven't been here before within this company.
The crowd is sitting down. A couple people just stood up now.
All right, and that was bad.
Oh, Ridge gets the pin. Ridge gets the pin.
They're using this to build up Ridge, and I don't exactly hate it, but what I do hate is Adam Cole with a cleaner than a fucking referee's whistle win over Malachi Black after he just sits there and takes it.
And the match, what do we do? Why are we milking this?
It's just bad. Bad. Like I was saying bad about that, and then fucking Ridge wins. I'm surprised if Ridge gets the win. Like, I don't know if Ridge versus Trick for the NXT titles, a 5-star match, if I want to be honest.
It'll be interesting. I mean, they need to do something. So I guess Ridge is officially as we are getting the what's up.
Wish I could read lips as good night, but goddamn.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. We get the headbutt. Ridge pin Trick.
Why are you having the cool moment after you just ate a fucking pin? Like, that's just and it's not even on the guy who pinned you.
What do you mean? On NXT?
Yes.
Oh, you're still going to do this spot, but you build your storyline. I got no problem with how this is playing out.
Yeah, but fucking, I mean, if you're going to build up Ridge, you don't castrate him with it. I'm more thrown off because I did not expect that outcome at all. Like, at all.
I mean, again, you need a new challenger for Trick. So Ridge gets the pin, rolls off. Oh, we ain't got time for this, says Booker T. Oh,
my brother, testify.
Now Cole has a mic, the segment that will never end.
Yeah. When I said testify for Devon, I wasn't talking to you, Adam.
Stop the nostalgia. You knock it off, chair. We'll put you in a reclined position and leave you there.
Why? I will take your wife, Dorothy Mantooth, out for a nice seafood dinner and then never call her again.
Right. Trick Willie.
Bully out here like, oh, like, I do believe in Santa.
Yeah, and Cole's still talking.
He was talking to Max. That's 2 down. That's 1 more to go. Like, he's not a viable or viable babyface at this point. Like, you came in supposed to be the fucking heel in all of this, and just ta-da, everybody neuralized pixie dust, fairy dust, and we're just supposed to think you're a babyface now? What the fuck?
This cool moment would have been better if they won. Nah, I mean, you got to build the story. So you find a way to send the fans home happy and still get Ridge a little bit of love, right? If Ridge doesn't get the win, if the heels win this one, if the babyface win this one, you're not really starting Ridge on a strong foot. So he gets a sneaky win. Bubba saves the day, and we get the nostalgia moment. I'm okay with it.
I'm surprised because I thought Ethan Page was going up to the main roster. I feel like at this point he's clearly not. I feel like at this point he's not. He's still be tied into a bit with this and everything.
It'd be interesting,
especially even with Ridge, because even if he might be the mouthpiece for Ridge for a bit. Ridge getting the win here to me was the surprisingest of all surprising decisions.
Right. And now we go to an MJF promo. Yeah, I mean, again, the whole segment felt a little bit long, Boston. I thought the match was pretty good. A little convoluted by the end of it, a little bit.
What in the Edgar Allan Poe is this shit with fucking MJF?
We wanted the Raven. We got quote the Raven, not the actual.
Yeah. I got to pull off the scarf here now.
He's on the phone. Is he calling
I
Wardlow?
want the dark scarf now.
Is he calling Wardlow, Nick?
Can you pay someone a visit? That would honestly be great. That would honestly, that would be a way to pull me back into this. Like, at this point, I already want the dark scarf. I've been on this side, Jedi. Now I need to go Sith with this scarf.
Right. Why are they happy they haven't lost? They're not happy. They got revenge for the lost bonkers. Like, again, I mean, that was what happened. I mean, the bad guys jumped Trick after the match because they're bad guys, and the heroes saved the day and got the last laugh. So they lost the battle, won the war, at least for tonight. That's why. They're not like, oh, great, we lost. But they got revenge.
Right.
Come on, guys. Don't be so cynical. Quote the Reef. As I got Jay White now in the back. Promos going everywhere.
Fair enough. Well, I'm a promo on a pause here.
Right. I stopped paying it. Yeah, no shit, right? MJF hiding out in the Scarface mansion, right? Ridge might have the worst finisher of all in wrestling. Makes no sense. It's all right. It's okay. Greetings, everyone. Tony, good to see you. Denisha, we already got you. Small part of me was hoping for Spike. Yeah, Spike would have been fun. But ladies and gentlemen, Jay White coming out. Oh, him and Paige are going. So we got to fight. We got to fight on AEW. If you're just tuning in, we got 2 shows going right now as AEW Dynamite's rolling on. NXT's on break. And Devon just showed up. So fun times. But Jay White and Hangman Page are brawling. As we know, they will face each other at Full Gear. Who do you think is ready for the main roster, NXT Superstars or Women Raw? I mean, again, it's hard to say, and I know they really want that roster to kind of sit and be its third brand, so you're not going to kind of pillage it as you already have in the past. Roxy's got to be close. Jordan, when she comes over, might be closer than we think. Ethan Page might be on the cusp. I mean, Axiom and Frazier are really close in the sense that the tag team division could use their energy. Tony D might be a candidate. As here comes Juice. Juice taking the chair away from Page. Did that feel like a goodbye to Malachi? Well, they did the same thing last week, Misfit, where he shook the hands of Buddy. So I don't know if it's a goodbye. It's just a sign of respect of like a baby face rub for him, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad for Malachi Black. I feel bad for the House of Black. I don't love their booking as now Hangman and Juice run off Page. I'm only watching NXT. Okay. Cusp. Good one. AEW NXT tonight. I say Roxy, maybe Fallon. Fallon's getting close. Fallon's done good stuff. Cora, I want to see a little more from Cora. Cora, I mean, been on the shelf twice with injuries. I want to see that she can kind of go. It's similar to like Nikita Lyons. Like, what can you do? I want more from Cora in NXT before I'm, kind of feeling the same, Kyle. Roxy's had that belt for a while. She's kind of proved that she can go. It all depends on what the plan is or how they're going to bring her into the mix. Boys, TJ. I've heard Malachi Black is joining WWE when it's come. Oh, I think a lot of that is assumption, Damien, and maybe it's educated guesses. If we look at the way it's worked, he hasn't been booked very strong. He hasn't been booked very often. He loses tonight. Buddy lost last week. Brody's lost to Darby. He loses to everybody. They're probably going to lose to FTR on the weekend. Yeah, it's not a great feeling. But another kind of promo-ish segment here from AEW. I do like Jay White versus Hangman Page, but we just did that long promo by Cole. I don't know if this was the greatest follow-up to that. A bit of a lull in the action, I would say. But I got the 5 baby faces on NXT on my screen as the action continues everywhere. This show's been great. I'm with you, TJ. Jade should pop down. You never know. This AEW show has been a bit dry. I thought it went well. I mean, fans out there are going to say that the trios hardcore match, is going to be, oh, that was amazing. They went through a bunch of tables. I didn't love it for the obvious reasons, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't boring. The fans really got quiet during Cole and Malachi, and I think it's because they want Malachi. They want to cheer for Malachi, and I think everybody in the building, everybody in this chat, everybody knew that Malachi was going to lose. So they weren't really invested in it. Unfortunately, 2 really good wrestlers, and you didn't get much. But Nunzio is in the ring as he's going to take on Tony D. But, yeah, I mean, the last little bit here. So I feel like the Malachi Cole match went long, and then you had the promo, then you had MJF, then you went back, and then you had a fight, and then you had another promo. So it has got a little bit slow for me. I mean, I would kind of move things around a little bit if I was formatting the show, personally. But here comes Tony D. This Hangman and White stuff is great. Best thing going in AEW. I love it. And I mean, I give all the marks to Adam Page. I think Adam Page has done a lot of good work. I know he's got a lot of critics out there, but Hangman's at least shows up. He seems serious about what he's doing. He's digging into who he is. He's not being haphazard or silly or drunk. He's coming in every week with an attitude. He's gotten a lot of fist fights, fits the gimmick really well. I don't mind this at all. And I like Jay White. I didn't love the promo after the brawl. That's my only complaint. I would change that a little bit. They knew he was going to lose. Yeah, I agree with that, kid. And I think you guys are the fans out there. Are you kind of dejected or disinterested in a match if you kind of know where it's going to go? Especially if you really like, I'm not saying people don't like Adam Cole, but I think there's a ton of Malachi Black fans out there. And we all know that the House of Black are doing jobs. So it's hard to cheer. It's hard to get excited. Got Tony for the win. Nunzio of the Full-Blooded Italians challenging Tony D of the family for the NXT North American Heavyweight Championship. Nathan, thank you. And thank you for being in the chat tonight. But that is what we have on our screen right now. Nunzio, the little scrapper. Feel like Nick's missing out on his Pisons. Tony D for the win. Malachi was also a good punk guy. Remember backstage video, 100% Mr. Noob. And a lot of people have talked about how much that plays into some of these decisions that Tony makes. And a lot of people that were vocally supportive or visibly supportive of Punk haven't felt really utilized. Is that fair? Damn, the fans ain't FW fucking with Nunzio. I remember Nunzio. I think he got a bit of a pop. I don't know, TJ. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But Tony is just completely oversized. Little Guido for the dub. Who's bigger than Nunzio? Nunzio or Adam Cole? Shit. It's close, Ken. Maybe Nunzio should have wrestled with a t-shirt on. Hangman is elevating Jay White too. I've never seen him this good. I'm with you. And I'm a big fan of Jay White. I was a little disappointed on how he was being presented for quite a while. It's a much better Jay White. And Jay White's phenomenal. As I got Statlander on the screen, she will take on Mercedes at Full Gear. And down goes. We got another fight. Oh, no, it was vehicular. Camille tried to run her over. Wait, I'm really confused by that spot. Most times you know all of the winners every Dynamite because it's the same people, and it has destroyed all of their champion divisions. Statlander right now taking out Camille. Oh, no. Camille battling back. I think the issue has become, and why a lot of people have kind of given up on it, as Tony D going for the pin. And 3. As Tony D, still your North American champion, pinning Nunzio. Mercedes and Camille getting taken out by Statlander. Interesting. I think a part of this, kid, and thank you so much for the super chat. I think it's because it's the wrong people winning. It's the people we don't want to see. And I'm not saying the heels can't win. I'm not saying that at all. But it's like we see good heels and they're not winning. We see the House of Black never winning. You see Jericho beating a Briscoe. It's just killing it because you're not excited about who's getting the wins, not just who's always getting the wins. As we get an Italian hug off. So Tony getting the rub from 2 out of 3 of FBI. Tony D retains. Good night, Nunzio. Nunzio doing work. Did they hit Statlander with a car? It was a weird spot, Anthony. I think they set it up to look like she hit her with the car, but she was kind of off to the left. I don't know. But she got up and beat the shit out of both of them. You think after getting hit by the car, the heels would kind of have the upper hand, 2-on-1. Camille continues to look weak in this company, guys. But we got the patriarch in the ring. Rude versus All Ego. I'm in. As I got William Regal talking to Alexis King in the back, and I got Christian Cage show another promo. I think we've done what? 5 promos in a row? Cole. We had a fight in between Cole, MJF, Jay White. Page kind of started one. Now Christian. Again, the formatting of this show is very intriguing to me. You're going to lose a lot of audience to the other channel. Like, you got Nunzio, Tony D on one channel. If you turn over, you're going to want to stay. This has done a lot of talking through the middle of the show. And what is Christian going to do with this contract? He's not going to cash it in on Moxley. So what do we do? As Regal talking to little Regal. It was weird how they shot it. As Christian run into the back. So we're going to a back, another situation. Oh, no, we're getting the replay of Claudio and Pac from a couple weeks ago. Who do you think is going to be fired from WWE in 2025? I don't know. I don't want to predict that. I hate predicting people losing their jobs. It's a tough one. I think TK is punishing Jamie Hayter, appreciating CM Punk. I don't know why, Damian. Like, she left as one of your most over champions. I think they're keeping her away from Mercedes because she's going to make Mercedes look bad. They know if she goes after Mercedes, then people are going to want her to have the belt, not Mercedes. And that's what I was just talking about before, is booking the wrong people in the wrong places. Hayter gets hurt. Her comeback was on a pre-show. It's not a big deal. A side storyline with Penelope Ford. Nowhere near titles. No one saying, hey, I used to be the champ. As Kip and Christian hug it out. Now I know why I blocked that person asking questions like that. So I missed it. I don't know what happened. So is the contract like a Money in the Bank thing? Yeah. Remember, he came out and the reason he didn't sign was Kip stole his pen. As we got hooked. So the non-action continues here on AEW. As we are getting ready for the main event on NXT. Action going everywhere, folks. This segment is killing me after we already had a couple. Why not sprinkle a match in here? in between this shit. Oh, you know, I updated a lot on this screen, but I like C Money. I mean, there's a little bias, but no, ABJ, you'll be back to being the champion. But thank you for pointing that out. Oversight. Way to go, visual team. Just keep, 100%. I'm with you. But yes, anybody out there wondering, it is still ABJ's title. Sorry, C Money. Hook has ruined the show. What match are we getting? Survivor Series update on Rhea Hogan. I don't know what the question is as far as what match, like who's fighting Liv. I believe it's going to be at least EO's the next challenger. I don't know if that will make it to Survivor Series. Ain't no such thing as halfway hooks. Tony shouting, there's the signal, has me dying. The hook signal is literally the worst thing in wrestling, and Jericho exists, so that's saying something. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Well, speaking of the second worst thing in wrestling, how you doing? Hi.
Sup? So we're in the middle of a very promo-heavy portion of AEW Dynamite tonight. The formatting is interesting because we literally went from Cole to MJF to a backstage to a fight to another promo from White. Now Christian's in the ring and nobody gives a shit. Yeah, I mean, this is quite interesting, Nick.
Well, and do you think it's interesting that, like, there's maybe almost an ECW tie-in of you've got Taz's kid Hook out there? Like, we're talking a lot about Taz right now as NXT's in the 2300.
Wasn't Christian an ECW champion once upon a time?
Yeah, but that's the bad ECW. We don't want to talk about that ECW.
Well, it's funny coincidences, though.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right. There you go. There you go. I need you, Hook. What is this? So is Christian just collecting like all the young fellas of the company? What is happening here?
He's making his own learning tree. He's just, he's everybody's adoptive father.
Oh, now Hook beating up terrible security. Jesus Christ. The local pub down the corner has better fucking bouncers.
Well, and they're all out there with the balaclavas and everything like that, so they can't be, identified as being a jobber on TV.
Oh, judo throw. By the way, I'm getting the progressive replay, and it's all about Nikita. So
fucking Nikita. By the way, she put out there of her throat chakra is open on Twitter, and holy sugar honey iced tea. If you don't know what you do.
Hi. Hey. How you doing? So the patriarch gets away from the one little teenage boy. And again, it's crazy, the difference. I have no time for this.
Every time they do something great, they do like three things not that great. As Stevie Turner is now carrying Robert Stone backstage. What the fine fuck?
Right. Braxium's here with Ava.
Yeah, but so I didn't know Hulk was Batman. Is he Bruce Wayne out there? I know we have Nick Wayne. Is he his brother Bruce?
Right.
Out there just destroying everybody just with a hoodie and a cowl.
Right. Again, I'm a little surprised with how this show's been set up. As now we go to a replay of the Murder Hawk Monster and Brian Cage getting a couple victories. Camille is done. How do you feel about did you see that Statlander almost got hit by a car? Or did get hit by a car, but they didn't film it very well?
I did it for the bus. I did it for the Mercedes.
But Statlander beat up Camille and Mercedes. Camille looks weak as shit, bro.
Yeah. Well, and
wait a
next
minute.
Tuesday we're getting the rematch for the NXT Women's North American title. We're getting Rizzo versus Nikita Lyons. And
who's this big dude?
Yeah. You a big motherfucker. To quote Rick Ross. You a big son of a bitch.
So next Tuesday,
Reggie, all grown up, he slipped into the ooze. That's what it is. Reggie slipped into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ooze.
So we've had nothing but talking for like the last 40 minutes, bro.
Francine. I wanted to give Dynamite so
Who's
much
on
of
the
the credit of
phone?
the doubt, and then they've very much just
Who's
kind of
on the
shit in the
phone?
bed here. It's just pacing. Pacing is the issue. Spread this shit out.
Yeah, I don't understand.
If I want, peanut butter on my toast, I don't eat all until the last quarter, and then I just get a giant hunk of peanut butter in the last corner here. No, fucking spread that shit out here.
But ladies and gentlemen, the main event is starting off on NXT. The 10-woman tag. We got Fallon, JC, and Jasmine coming out right now. On the other screen, I got Penelope Ford and Jamie Hayter coming out. If anybody can let me know what just happened with Don Callis, I would love a quick synopsis. You got the Cole's notes of what Callis just did? I'm in.
Right? Yeah, the Cliff Notes. Oh, that as it's Oba's brother has Cora Jade with the spectacles, the different spectacles.
What is left to happen on this show tonight?
On AEW?
Yeah.
Penelope and Jamie Hayter, which Jamie Hayter is so fucking weird. I heard you halfway talking about all that with the Mercedes, and it's just when you invest millions into somebody, you're not going to just tell them they suck out the gate. But yeah, it's not working. Hasn't been working. It's bad. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And it makes me awfully mad.
Yeah. Sorry, Nick, real quick.
Yeah.
They're saying MJF gave him his ring. So Callis gets a phone call. I thought it was MJF, and then he put a ring on him, the big ring. So people are saying it was MJF. I don't know if that's true or not. But why would MJF help Callis? I don't get it if it is MJF. This main event is booked.
It's so weird because there's like, if you could pull the story and like if you can make it work, good on you. But there's so many just loose strings just hanging that we're like so confused if they try and pull two and two together of like it doesn't fully connect. But I mean, I'll take it as Stephanie coming out.
Great entrance. MJF called and call went to Don Callis. So we saw MJF make a phone call or going to make a phone call earlier. So what? He calls Callis, gives him the ring. So Brian Cage or Lance Archer are going to fight Cole?
But is it MJF taking over the Callis family of so it's that his version of Pinnacle, which we've done that before, and then even the whole Undisputed Kingdom angle is all for naught. The Devil angle is all for naught. The Elite angle with the Bucks and Okada and all of that at this point is now all for naught. Like we're sacrificing so much just to try and pull strings together here.
Wow. Here comes Kalani Jordan.
Right. But so all we have left for Dynamite, I almost called it Rampage because it feels like a Rampage, is Ricochet and Mystery Partner.
Oh, that would be the main event.
Okay. Yeah, versus Fletcher and Takeshita. So
interesting.
That's starting to make me think more and more that's going to be Spray.
As here comes Zarya.
Sultan.
Nice.
Well, she's got like, fucking the Xerxes fucking entrance from 300 out here and everything.
As Penelope Ford is in control of Jamie Hayter right now. I know you were saying a little bit, kind of piggybacking off what I had said when you were on break. Just Jamie Hayter feels irrelevant, former champion, really strong. Right. Like, it's crazy to me watching this match. Now, Penelope can wrestle. Like, these are women you could be using in a prominent role.
It's crazy to me to think right now that after 5 years, Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford might be more of your anchors of your show than the Young Bucks. What the fuck is AEW right now? Jordan
Grace is here. Julia's the last one to come out. It's just like banger entrance after banger entrance after banger.
No, it's the Avengers. I'm waiting for, they should have just done the on your left.
Look at this.
This is cool. Insanity.
I like this a lot.
This is Survivor Series. This is your War Games of fuck it, just give me this as an elimination match and everything. You can get down to 2 versus 1, 3 versus 2, what have yous. Give it to me in that way.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Kid, for the super chat. How do you feel about recycling this gimmick of so now MJF's paying for help again? I said Wardlow.
Respectfully, and I'm a scarf carrying member. MJF's gimmick's gotten a little rinse, repeat. Of it, honestly, he might have peaked with the "fire me, you
Yeah, that
mark."
was amazing. Yeah,
That might have been when we actually were going to have the bidding war and everything. That might have been peak, especially heel MJF. And then when he got babyface, it got weird. It got sideways. It got, if you're going to go with it, then fuck it, I'll go with you on it and everything. And then you, because of injuries or this, that, and the third, you pivoted so fast. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know what to make of it. It's like that meme of the fucking coming off the highway, swerving into the exit here.
Yeah, I don't, and I mean, again, I think that you just talked about it with Kip and Penelope. We saw OC earlier, Darby. Like, it feels like we're in the, like, what's changed? We got the Hurt Business, I guess, but it feels like a lot of shit we've already kind of Jericho. Like, you got anything new? What else you got back there?
Again, the definition of insanity is repeating the same action and expecting a different outcome. We've already been through there with Jericho as Ring of Honor World Champion, thinking that was going to be a TV deal. When people were literally talking about that now, I was like, wait, no, that's an old story, right? We heard that before. That we've already been here. Of Jamie Hayter should be out there and wanting to tear Mercedes Moné hell from leather here. But instead, we're just getting a bunch of nothingness because, again, you invested $1 million plus what have you into Mercedes. I'm not going to have her exposed within the first year.
100%. Yeah. And I think that was I completely agree with you. And I think that was my point when you were on your pause of, like, it's not just like they're talking about the crowd being very quiet. They're very quiet for this match, very quiet for Cole and Malachi. And I think it's because we know the outcome and we don't love the outcome. We know a guy that we're a big fan of is about to take an L, even if we don't like it. And it's not that, well, sometimes the bad guy wins. That's not it. The good guy won. But we see the same people job out all the fucking time. So
AEW has become more predictable than WWE even at this point.
Mina is coming.
Mina is coming next week.
Pause all over that, folks.
Right. Oh, did anyone else catch the little tint? And it's not because, she's a big fan of NXT. Of half of that kind of switched quickly to the black and white. So maybe she's, on the side of a Tony Storm or anything. A storm may be coming. A storm may be brewing.
As ladies and gentlemen, remarkably, both shows are on commercial.
The access has polarized. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like AEW's gotten at this point, it's more predictable. Like, even though it's still halfway chaotic, like it's more predictable. Like, we sat there, honestly, I thought it was a layup of Trick and Bubba win the match, and then you get Ridge and Ethan Page win it, and Ridge is the one that gets the pin. And it's one of those of I'm not mad at it because I want to see where the creative goes with it. Versus this shit is just, you almost are more thrown off because, well, no, this is how you should have gone because that's how the story progresses type of shit.
Yeah, I mean, again, and if I was here, I'd be mad. Like, I mean, you got bypassed by Anna Jay. I like Anna Jay, but like wildfires, we're pushing the shit out of Anna Jay. Jamie came back and had all out and or all out, yeah. And nobody really cares. All in, you're right.
Yeah, she came out in the pre-show, remember, because of course, that's how you bring in. And again, she's out here just doing her, oh Christ, why am I blanking on the name? The fucking hippie movie. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. She's very much in that mode here. I've seen a lot of people compare her to Becky.
Yeah.
As we are underway with a 10-woman tag match, folks.
Yes. So we're off and running. I believe it's Kalani and Fallon in the ring.
Right.
Look at the pace. Look at the pace of these women. And actually, somebody had a comment. I wanted to make sure I read it. correct me if I'm wrong, but we're still only getting one women's match weekly on Dynamite, right? Yes. One match, usually, maybe a backstage segment. Can you remember the last time we had two? Someone's going to be like, last week, KJ. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even if you have to, I'll put it this way. We've watched NXT episodes to where we've had people in the chat of like, where's the men on the show? I've never seen that before in wrestling in my life.
No. Big crossbody by Stephanie.
But so folks, let us know what you're taking for this match. And I still don't know if this is fully elimination, if this is, one pinfall decides or what have you.
Right. MJF definitely needs WWE creative team at this point. It just feels, like been there, done that, and he's lost his edge.
Sometimes you need a rev limiter of very much of you need somebody that'll help. You need buffers, when you're out there bowling and everything. Everybody does it with the kiddos. Sometimes if you had a little too much of the sauce with the boss and everything, you need the bumpers to help you keep in line and everything. And that's what I feel with MJF of. He's had too much, almost free reign, and not enough stability to work with. He's been trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit for too long.
Yeah, no, he smells like the chicken.
Now he smells like the shiitake.
Yeah, Stephanie hitting what's becoming one of my favorite moves in all of wrestling, as she just smashes Jasmine into the mat with her knees. But we get the tag, and we're Julie and her.
We're 619. Dropping a dime.
Sitting in breach for his trick. Deadline. By the way, TK announced Takeshita was getting a major push. Why are you announcing like dudes are getting major pushes? Just do it.
Show me. Don't tell me.
Yeah. He said the same thing about Danny.
Right?
Ridge trick.
We're getting an Okada New Japan kind of video package now on Dynamite. Have you heard the rumors that Kenny, I know he made his appearance for New Japan. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt there. I did. This is what I said earlier, that if we got a chance. Now, the action's been crazy. I know our buddy Damien's asked about Zack Sabre Jr. a couple times. I don't want to take too much away from the matches. But Kenny, again, we haven't seen Kenny in months. Fans are dying for Kenny. You have an opportunity to like, oh, my God, Kenny's back. And instead, Kenny's out there saying, I'm going to fight at Dynasty before he's even returned to Dubs. Well, why?
That's again, it's putting the cart a bit before the horse and everything.
What's more important?
Right. Well, put over your home company instead of where you were before and everything. Right. But then there's even been the whole thing of, I guess you got into a kerfuffle that may have been kayfabe with Gabe Kidd. But I guess the plan going forward, Gabe Kidd's already been suspended, I guess, and everything because him and Kenny got into it backstage, what have you. But Ricochet it's already been announced Ricochet versus Zack Sabre Jr. at Dynasty the night after Wrestle Kingdom. But I've heard that the plan for Kenny when he comes back to AEW is we get another him versus Okada match.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to see him versus Okada. I think there's bigger fish to fry. And Okada, I mean, doesn't move great anymore.
Could you do him versus Ricochet, a him versus Fletcher? I mean, I've still always loved the Alpha and the Omega of him versus Takeshita.
Takeshita is coming out right now as Kyle Fletcher looks like he's fresh out of the Hunger Games.
Yeah, he looks like he's firmly got a stick up his ass.
As we got dealt
he's hiding the bag in between those cheeks, and if he fucking moves the wrong way, it's gonna break and crack.
I give some. I mean, we're still curious who the mystery partner is going to be. Great work, K-Fate 401. We're doing our best. It's a scramble of a night, but man, has it gone fast, Nick? 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
And all the women
are breaking down. We've got all the women in the ring.
Where's Nakamura? Stay tuned. And they're fighting.
Right. Can't fight. On multiple levels.
I thought we were getting a commercial spot. Apparently not.
No, as Jordan and Zarya standing tall here. As Ricochet coming out.
Ricochet's got a mic. Bobby Lashley is going to come out with Ricochet. That'd be dope. I'd buy you that. But I think it's going to be Ospreay.
Shelton Benjamin's his tag team partner. I think that would solidify.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, Kalani going up top.
Someone is obscure.
As all the baby faces are just waiting for her to just go. Moonsault.
Wow.
She tucked that in a little too tight. I think she hit her. She heel clicked before anyone really got touched.
Is it Baron Corbin? What the fuck?
Dijak. I need a Dijak in it.
Could be. Like he said, I did some research.
We get.
Hey! Breakbacks. Look who it is.
Oh!
Look who's back. There's your next member of her business.
Yeah. That's interesting as shit. And folks, ladies and gentlemen, I think we might have found the Godzilla to Bronson Reed's King Kong here.
Yeah.
This man coming out here, I break backs, and they've even got the tower and everything. They saw how big Bronson's gotten over, and we can do that with Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs is back to team up with Ricochet. I wonder if this will tie into MVP was trying to recruit Ricochet, ends up recruiting Hobbs instead. Again, a nice surprise. I like it. I thought it was going to be the obvious answer in Ospreay. Bringing Hobbsy back is all right by me.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think that's a nice way to end the show is you get to where, say Hobbs and Ricochet win and they're celebrating. And you get MVP and the Hurt Syndicate and everything. They come down. They're going to celebrate. And you think they're all going to cheer and celebrate with Ricochet. Nope. They beat the shit out of him and accept Hobbs in.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I've said that Hobbs is one of the few that they have on that roster that could stand toe-to-toe, eye for eye with a Lashley.
Yeah, if you did it right, as Ricochet just not having any effect on Takeshita. My only sad part here is now Ricochet and Hobbs have to win, which means Takeshita and Kyle, who've been kind of building, might eat an L here, and I don't like it.
Or do they all turn on Ricochet, because Hobbs is still technically a member of the Callis family, I believe. So this is 3-on-1. What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah,
the Callis family is the most disorganized fucking faction ever.
Like on the field. What is happening?
Right. We got Callis on Callis action.
I guess that's his way of resigning from the fam.
I don't know.
Look at this. Backflip off Hobbs' shoulder. Thank God they waited for him.
Right.
Yeah, Melissa's saying what you said, Nick. I didn't even
exactly. It don't make no sense.
Welcome back. Yeah, there you go. Ricochet talks weird. Yeah, Ricochet should have just walked out and pointed. He didn't need to say anything. His mic skills, guys, I don't know what it is. He is not a promo.
Should Samantha just come out and be his voice?
Yeah, for him.
She wanted to be a manager. Be your hubby's manager.
Right. I am okay with the return of Hobbs. I'm with you. But again, some funny notes, as always.
Yeah, who out here has read the book of Hobbs?
Yeah, just another anything goes tornado match. Yeah. Paul, you're not kind of wrong. As speaking of tag matches, we are back from commercial at NXT 10-woman match. If you haven't told us who you think is going to win, let us know. Let us know.
Think about it, though. Like, you've got to be ending with something here for AEW to end this show. If you're going toe-to-toe right now, we've got Hobbs and Ricochet versus Fletcher and Takeshita versus a 10-woman tag match featuring Zarya, Jordan Grace, Julia, Stephanie Vacour, Roxanne Perez. Like, the names keep going and going here.
Oh.
They said he no longer with Don Callis. I'm so glad that it took him showing up and him to be in this match for them to tell us this. It would have almost been nice if they would have sat there and done a bit of fucking storytelling, a promo, a backstage segment, fucking 30 seconds in a video package, anything.
Okay. I mean, again, it would be like Animal shows up and starts beating up a hawk. And the commentator goes, Oh, they're no longer a tag team. Like, wait, what? Like, everybody in the building can't hear the commentator.
Yeah.
Powerhouse Hobbs contract with the Don Callis family expired October 4th. That's what he said. He said it expired when he was on the, but he's such a bad promo, I ignored it.
Why the fuck are we mentioning when wrestlers' contracts expire with other managers? And what the fucking stupid shit is that?
Never ever heard of that, Nick. I've never heard of a
right. You want to know why? Because it's fucking stupid. Because it's fucking stupid. That's why in the 30, 40, 50, fucking 60, 70, 80 years of pro wrestling, that's never been fucking done before, never been seen before, because it's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking stupid and it's asinine.
Right? It's just like we just saw Callis trade Los Ingobernables, which weren't his, to Jake the Snake for Lance. We're like, well, how is any of this working? Because Jordan's on fire.
He's out there like Jake in the fucking fantasy football team. What the fuck is going on here? We're just trading things and trading things. What is happening here?
Kiana James, we'll talk more when she returns from injury, Agar. I like her. I think she's got a bright future. Ivy-esque.
KJ's a
Ivy-esque.
Kiana James.
Picture in picture, yes. AW Women's World Champion Mariah May, AW TBS Champ Mercedes Monet are watching the 10 women tag, probably. Like, shit. Camille watching. I wish
I would have been here.
Should have been me. It should have been me.
That's Nick Nemeth. It should have been me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kid, you're not wrong, man. I mean, again, time and time again, we see very similar tag matches. Not a lot of format, not a lot of structure, just willy-nilly run around. And again, when it's every match, it becomes hard to digest. Julia with the Michinoku driver.
Oh, I got Stephanie with small package backbreaker.
There's the backbreaker.
Fallon just coming in.
Hot. Smashing her face.
Right.
Hobbs isn't really over enough for a surprise tag partner role, is he? Especially for a comeback. Should have built him up for a few weeks, pre-tape segments. They did that once. I don't mind him as a surprise. He's a big enough name in that world. I'm okay with it. I don't know how you feel.
Like I said, I think this plays perfectly into what we probably are predicting is going to happen at the end of this show of one, if not both, and probably more likely Hobbs than anybody else is going to end up involved in the Hurt Syndicate now and everything. Granted, I would have liked to see Hobbs with Swerve of seeing, two people that could be viable challengers to Lashley versus subordinates.
Yeah,
Stephanie with a crossbody.
Stephanie coming in on Lash.
I forgot Lash was in this match.
She's doing good. She's doing good. Big moonsault. She's doing good. Only time we have ever had someone buy someone else's contract made sense. DiBiase buying. Yeah, I mean, again, that it's just such a weird thing of like his contract with Callis expired.
Yeah, like when was that a thing of contracts with managers?
It's just not a common thing.
No.
But anyway, it is what it is. So we got a tag match on one. Kyle Fletcher not even paying attention during his match. Either of the fans.
Right. He's about to, just end up tipping up a Hail Mary pass for a touchdown. Oh. Jordan and Zarya teaming up on Roxanne. Oh, miscommunication. Spear.
Jordan Spear. Holy shit. Zarya takes out Jordan.
Holy.
Yeah,
chance.
The heel is going to win. Samantha could be a speaker for Robert Del Rio.
Oh, dodges Pop Rocks. Be huge if they give Zarya the pin here. Zarya first, real match in the company. 2, 3, and she pins Roxanne.
Amazing. Let's fucking go. Buddy, the women's Iron Survivor is going to be amazing. Jordan Grace, Zarya, probably Stephanie, Julia. I mean, again, you're setting this all up. Zarya gets the W.
Murderers fucking row right now in the NXT women's division. Like, honestly, if you want to watch women's wrestling, You can miss out on your glows, your AWs, even your main rosters. You watch NXT because it's a fucking murderer's row from top to goddamn bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We just saw 10 women, and that's not even all of the top women they have.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, NXT's gone off the air. You can give us your rating out of 10 on that. And the match on AEW Dynamite is still continuing. We're in the main event. Hobbs is strapping down.
Right. Strap on and strap in. Yeah. But let us know, folks, how you're feeling about NXT goes to the 2300 arena. Surprisingly, I guess not as much, ECW influence as I thought they might have gone with and everything, but I still respect it. So, how you feeling about NXT so far tonight, sir?
I liked it a lot. I mean, I thought the matches were fun. It wasn't a heavy dose of ECW, but a nice sprinkling, if you will.
Right?
I thought it was good. Bully, Nunzio, Francine was there. Don Marie. I mean, again, RVD had a spot. So a nice dusting. Devon showing up was a nice surprise. So yeah, I mean, overall, I really enjoyed that pay-per-view, that show, and I thought the matches were solid. Oh,
well, and that tells you right there if you almost misconstrued it as a pay-per-view of how good it was. Big knee from Takeshita to Hobbs.
Yes, the Iron Survivor qualifiers start next week. So it'll be interesting how this plays out, folks. And Zarya getting that win. Nice surprise. Big shine on the new superstar.
That was a really great moment. The Iron Survivor stuff and everything starting and plus with AW with the tag tournament things and everything, it feels like we're getting back into that season of everybody has the tournament, but they don't call it a tournament. They gave it a different name and a different package and everything, but it's the same thing. But yeah.
Ooh. Powerbomb. Two count. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's kind of funny. Great show. You guys, 10 out of 10. Maddie, Mr. Marijuana. Thank you.
Right. Hook us up with that marijuana.
9 out of 10. I don't know if I'm at a 9. I mean, I really liked it. I think I'm okay with an 8.
I'm an 8 right now. I want to respectfully, I don't know, it might be partial bias and everything. I want to see how this ends just on the night of if NXT might get a bump over this, what have you.
Yeah, I imagine it's I mean, for my money, I think it had more of our attention, but we'll see how this ends up. NXT 7 out of 10, too many non-NXT stars. Are you yeah, okay. 8.5.
Go ahead. No, finish what you were saying. Say what you were going to say.
It's fair. I'll let him have it. Right?
No, come on. I want to see it. I want to hear it.
We do a nostalgia night. It is a nostalgia night. What are we gonna do here, folks? I mean, we're watching another show. At least these people are somehow connected. We're highlighting guys that don't even work in this company on this show. It's killing me, Smalls.
Right. 8.5 out of 10 says Kyle.
Crowds are really quiet.
Yeah. Not a good representation from my state.
Yeah, we'll hold off on the AEW ratings. 9 out of 10. Zarya Spear for NXT.
That I really do like that they gave Zarya the win with that and everything.
Rhino. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Nick.
They said, Tower of Doom spot. Fletcher on the ricochet off of Takeshita as he hops on the outside 2 count. And just a clean 2. Not even I got to struggle. I just barely get my shoulder off. You just got the shit beat out of you. Well, we saw that at least halfway fucking do something then.
Right? We saw it earlier with the Black Mask. It was an emphatic kick out, considering you just took a kick that nobody kicks out of.
Every time I watch an AEW match, it's like I'm watching 2K24 or something like that. If someone can button mash enough, even though this might be 3 Black Masks in a row, they still cleanly kick out at 2. What the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Oh, Hobbs coming through like a fucking freight train.
That'll be interesting. I think the people who have pinned Roxanne will be in the Iron Survivor while Julia will get a rematch. That would be very peculiar. Very interesting. Not a bad take at all. I mean, again, I think it's going to be stacked. I think Zarya, Jordan Grace, we got options.
Oh, it's going to be interesting.
Oh,
I can't remember how many people they include in it and everything like that.
it's
And
five or
well,
six.
and still, especially you're mentioning Jordan Grace already. Like she's still technically a TNA superstar, but I feel like the writing's all but on the wall of she's just waiting to announce that she's signed with WWE.
As Ricochet going to the top, folks, setting it up. 7-year itch. Dose.
Oh, 1, 2.
There you go.
He really does. I know you call it the 7-year itch and everything because the Kidman and all that, but he really does probably hit it the closest to like Kidman does. And it's much more like falling versus like you actually like kick yourself out into it.
Ricochet pins to catch.
What the fuck?
Ricochet. They had to win.
Oh no, I don't disagree with the decision. I disagree with how you got there. Of like you literally have him hit what should be your finish, and then quickly pops into something that should. As Fletcher's taking out Hobbs,
bro. That chair shot with Ricochet looking over his shoulder, setting himself up for it. Bad, not good. My shit cut off.
Oh, I'm still going. I still got right now Kyle Fletcher just standing over Ricochet, looking like a skinny Parker Boudreaux. Here comes Undisputed Kingdom here, so we're gonna get Mark Davis comes down looking like somebody's mom. He has got fucking capris on, my guy. He's got denim capris on. What are we doing here? So Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher right now getting into a shoving match.
That is crazy.
So we got to get like an Osprey. Like, there's no way that we're ending this. Oh, here comes Archer.
Now, is this setting up Blood and Guts? What is happening?
So we're going to have we've got Cage and Archer that just look like DOA. You remember when they had like Los Boricuas and DOA and everything like that in the Nation of Domination?
Yeah.
Archer and Cage very much. Adam Cole, baby. What is the connection? What is that? This is like you said, Blood and Guts. So this is just going to be Team Babyface versus Team Heel.
Are they doing Survivor Series at the end of the month? Spinebuster.
War Games. That's their War Games. Is Blood and Guts.
I know, but are we going to have?
Yeah, shit. We've still got Bound for Glory, or
Full Gear.
Yeah, Full Gear.
Rolling away.
Oh, spray.
Well, I guess we end with Osprey standing strong.
Osprey is looking like the evolved form of Orange Cassidy out here with fucking denim ass sweatpants and everything. I hate to say this, but the AEW babyface has a very common look. It's Caucasian, blonde, floofy hair, and a mildly athletic build.
Now, so on Collision, we're getting a trios title match. That shall be fun. I'm so confused. Like, there's so many different like Tony's about to do a faction pay-per-view where like you can have like the BCC versus the Jobbers. You have Hurt Business versus a mix of people. I thought Ricochet and Hobbs was going to be involved with the Hurt Syndicate, but now they're mad at the Callis family. Help me.
Out of all of this, we've now got Adam Cole versus Takeshita next week. We've got the World Trios titles. Like, I think you kind of nailed it, and it's really awkward and really unintentional here a little bit of this is now your Blood and Guts, your War Games match here, which is fucking stupid. But
is that one it, or is it the other feud?
What are you going to get too? Are you going to get like how WWE does, which then that's even worse?
2 out of 10, no Tommy Rich and no Ava Naval. Tiny Ricochet finisher is a forearm smash. Gotcha. A lot of running knees and a lot of forearms being used lately. Don't love it, especially because it's kind of been Osprey's, hidden blade for a while. Ricochet doing a form of that doesn't really impress me.
Right? Well, hashtag, I guess they get a Brucey bonus point of I'm getting a wrestling anime teased right now for
Oh,
Adult Swim on TBS. So I guess you get a halfway Brucey bonus point. But yeah, Dynamite was, I mean, it stayed the course.
not really.
But
Well,
the
yeah,
course was not super great, and it did kind of caveat around it. Like it started on the course, and then it quickly just fucking ran
yeah.
amok a bit.
Like if the match of the night for AEW was that trios hardcore match, the main event maybe. Should Hobbs not have been involved in the finish? Like Hobbs hits a spine buster, then Ricochet hits the finisher. You've just brought Hobbs to shine on him.
You got this whole weird thing of, like I said, we just pulled too many strings together. Of you're almost setting up for like a Survivor Series type thing, and you can't pull the stories together, so you just make them connect.
Yeah, it's right. Like we knew nothing about Callis losing Hobbs. You think if Callis was a savvy businessman, he would be aware that the contract was expiring. But to kind of tie up the loose end real quick, it's by the way, guess who's not with them anymore? But now he's going to fight him. But he wasn't mad at them. There was no beef between them.
How is the Don Callis family the third biggest storyline right now in AEW?
It's crazy. 7 out of 10, AEW 6 out of 10. Yeah, I think I'm kind of in that neighborhood for AEW. I think AEW, I thought the middle of the show dragged and it let NXT steal my attention. Is 6.5.
Oh, I was initially out the gate going to go 7 AEW, 8 NXT. If it still is clear to me, it's a solid point difference. Whether it's, I don't know if it'd be a straight like a 2-point difference of 6 to 8 and everything, but yeah.
Yeah, I think NXT was real strong. Again, it just took more of my attention. They get bonus points tonight for the nostalgia pops. We got Nunzio, we got RVD, we got Rhino, we got enough that again, you're kind of gonna get over. I didn't much care for the trios match, and then after, I think it's just you gotta like put your women's match in the middle of 5 promo segments. Like, why are we promoting the fuck out of the middle of the show? It feels like everything AEW fans hate. They're the alternative to WWE. Yet we were getting these long.
AEW died a death when half the show, when a solid like half hour was just promo segments. That one is really like you couldn't have paced that out differently. Yeah. Like that's we talk about just space it, just book it differently.
And almost everything that involved the match tonight either started or ended in brawls. Like again, we're doing a lot of like I think that if you keep doing the same thing every single match, it doesn't feel cool. It doesn't feel exciting. Like if you're gonna have Paige and White brawl in out to the ring, well then maybe the segment before that shouldn't be a brawl. Like you got to start working. Look at your show and pace, find how to do this better. I mean, it's not like the show sucked, but it could have been done better.
Tony Khan keeps feeling like he's the kid that copy and paste a Wikipedia page and then just make sure he deletes the links out. That's why sometimes it shifts from New Roman to Comic Sans and everything like that. Or he learned the little hack of if you take you can adjust the font size on a period so it doesn't look that obvious, but it still expands what you really do and everything. There's moments that I enjoyed with Dynamite, but there's a lot that really kind of kneecapped it.
A little bit. And I agree with Robert Cortez. Wrestling fans win tonight. I got a sweat on my brow. My neck sore from jumping back and forth. So, again, we're a little more critical on the AEW side just because I see the holes. The NXT wasn't perfect tonight. It's not scoring through the roof, but it had, to me, when I had to choose what direction to look in, NXT was pulling me a little bit stronger. The 10-woman tag match was great, fun. Zarya gets a big win. Nunzio, he might be older than he used to be, but man, that guy sells the shit out of everything like a pro. He didn't miss a beat in selling.
That's why he's still doing the game and everything. But yeah, no. To me, however you want to shake this, neither show is super bad. To me, I think that there's a clear, at least on our rating scale, what have you, I'll go at least that there's a clear point differential, like a clear one solid point. Whether you want to give one a 6 and the other a 7, whether you want to give one a 7 and an 8, what have you. I think there's that much of a differential between the two because NXT still nostalgia itch has that, still kind of hit the marks. AEW was not terrible, but the promo like half hour just killed any momentum they could have had.
Yeah, and again, it's always the ear test. The crowd in Philly, as we expected, were on their feet and jammed into that and loving it. There was a lot of fans tonight pointing out in the chat of like the downtime, like the quiet moments. And I think the women in AEW deserve better. I really do think they deserve better. Like you barely see them. And we just saw 12 women plus promo packages. Like it's insane. They deserve better
But
in AEW.
this is again, it's a little reminiscent to say if you draft a top quarterback and a rookie quarterback and you're gonna pay them, X amount of money, or you sign a free agent and they're on $1 million deal, and you've got somebody that's behind them that, given the time to play, would really outperform them, but they're on a $500,000 deal. Well, no, I'm gonna let my high performer still at least try and figure it out before I let you go out there and outshine them.
Great show. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. And Jose, Mr. Noob saying 4 out of 10. Too much Chicago traffic instruction. Drive safe, my guy. I hope you're doing well. Hater versus Ford felt quick. It was. And again, in comparison, where you watch a Jericho match go forever, and then you watch a Cole match go forever, and then a promo, and then another promo, it's a lot. But again, it wasn't terrible. It's just, I think if they had a guy just going, just move a couple things around, add another woman's, you're good.
The first hour of the show was like 2 matches. Like that's a problem a little bit,
right? And a lot of
like if you're gonna do it, then switch that. If you're gonna have to burn through some shit, do it at the start. I feel, and then have you hooked into the back end of all right. Now I've got some stuff that's gonna go a bit,
right?
Not out the gate.
Dynamite started off as a wrestling show, and after the Hurt Syndicate is morphed back into AEW. Yeah, we were talking about how pro it felt, right? Nunzio doing well at 52, right? I mean, Jericho's what, 54, and I think I'd take Nunzio. At least Nunzio sells.
Oh, Paisan,
yeah. But I got a lot of good nights popping up, ladies and gentlemen. 9 out of 10. Stop. That Damien AEW was not 9. Yeah, I think 9's too high tonight, but we'll come back to that. And to each their own. They might find different things in the show that they like that we missed or didn't like. But overall, I think NXT is slightly more exciting tonight. But good job by both overall. A fun one, folks. As always, the wrestling might suck. We never do. And we appreciate everyone for being here with us tonight. We'd love seeing the triple digits in the chat. We are getting this close to 6K. So if you can take this link and share it, we would greatly appreciate it. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., the Dirt Sheet debate returns. Myself, Nick, and Anthony are going to fight over some of the hot topics in wrestling. We're going to talk some Full Gear. We're going to talk some Tribal Chief. And we're probably going to talk about some ratings and more. But and don't forget, members only on Sunday, Friday on SmackDown and Rampage. We got so much coming your way. Anthony's reviews, Collision. I said a whole bunch of words, Nick. That's all I got.
Fair enough. If I can at least say one thing of NXT in the 2300 arena was supposed to win tonight, I'm at least glad that, Dynamite didn't get blown out, didn't get the doors blown off it and everything like that. Of at least still, it might have been a unanimous decision, but at least we went to decision. So I'll say that. But yes, folks, 100%. Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you talk about that rest, you put that for life, whatever.
Come back tomorrow, folks. We got more for you. See you on the flip side. Good night.